ọmọ Ìbàràpá lápapọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Akin ọmọ Yorùbá lápapọ̀ tìlé tó kó ẹ̀mí àbọ̀ ẹ bá ń kọ́mọ Adéyẹmọ Chief Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho orúkọ ńlá tí ń jámọ́ láyà bí àrá orúkọ tó ń dẹ́rù bo lórúkọ gan-an ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ má sùn o torí pé bùrà a kò lè fojú kégbodò láyé títa ríro lẹ̀dá ń kọlà wúrà tó máa dán alànà kọjá dandan o ọ̀wọ́n irin ní má bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ̀nà ẹ̀dá kan ò lè ṣì wá lọ́nà mọ́ ẹjẹ́ àfìmọ̀ṣọ kan ká lè débi re ẹjẹ́ àjọ gbárùkù ti Sunday Ìgbòho ṣá ọmọ Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ nílùú Alágbàdo Òde ọmọ atapẹ̀tẹ̀ wọnú omi ọmọ gègèlè wodò sànyà ìsànyà ò rẹ́ràn bàbá yín láàrin ìdí omi kò sínà ń kán sí yín lẹ́nu ọmọ òkúta mẹ́ta òkè Ìgbòho ìkan ń ṣe yín ní dábọ̀dàbọ̀ ìkan ní mọ́ rọra ìkan tó kù nígbà tí wọ́n ò mọ̀ Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ kí ló dé Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ sí ọmọ òpópó sanran ìgbàgede Ìgbòho sùn wọn láláìsí bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọn ní kó ní bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó máa kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ ẹ̀sìn òní bímọ méjì ní Ìgbòho mọ̀rẹ́ bẹ́sìn bá bímọ méjì ní Ìgbòho áfíkan pọpọ sí amúkan yòókù bọ sànyà àtúmúyà rẹ̀ tí ò lọ́rọ̀ gbọ́ àfiṣẹrù wálé wàrà mòjé ọmọ onílé ọlà àwọn àjòjì tó ń ṣe ségesège tọ́láwọn ò ní bomi kó sí mu wọ́n láwọn ò ní bomi sànyà wẹ́sẹ̀ ìgbà tójú kò fi rí ńkọ́ gbogbo wọn náà sáré bomi kó sí mu wọ́n sì bomi sànyà wẹ́sẹ̀ ọmọ abẹ́rẹ́ mẹ́ta òde ayé ọ̀kan ṣẹ́ ọ̀kan tẹ̀ ọ̀kan tó kù ní gbogbo ayé fi ránṣọ kiri gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá Sunday Ìgbòho onírèlẹ̀ láéláé torí àbá lásán nìkan ń dá òkúta ò ṣe gbé fún wọn o ìmọ̀ràn lásán ni ti balùwẹ̀ kò pọ́sibú kó dòdò láyé ń bí ó kún díẹ̀ kí tọ́ domi láéláyé ìtọ́ mi lè domi Sunday Ìgbòho arógun má ti dí tó ń jà fẹ́tọ̀ Yorùbá ní tilé tó kó.
Ìgbà ọ̀tun ti dé ọmọ Odùduwà. Àsìkò ọ̀tun ti dé ọmọ Odùduwà. Kò ṣẹlẹ́yàmẹ̀yà mọ́ ọmọ Odùduwà. Kò ṣẹlẹ́yàmẹ̀yà mọ́ ọmọ Odùduwà. Àsìkò ti tó láti gbára wa lọ́wọ́ ìjọba amúnisìn o. Àsìkò ti tó ọmọ Odùduwà. Àsìkò ti tó ọmọ Odùduwà. Kò ṣẹlẹ́sìmẹ̀sìn mọ́ ọmọ Odùduwà. Àfẹ́lẹ́yàmẹ̀yà mọ́ ọmọ Odùduwà. Àsìkò ti tó láti gbára wa lọ́wọ́ ìjọba amúnisìn o. Ọmọ Odùduwà rìpọ́blìkì asọ̀wàsọ̀wọ̀ asọ̀wàsọ̀mọ̀ asọ̀wàsálàfíà àìkúbalẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ àfẹ́lẹ́yàmẹ̀yàmọ́ àfẹ́lẹ́sìmẹ̀sìmọ́ àwọn ìjọba wa ara wọn nìkan náà jà fún ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbé rìpọ́blìkì láwùjẹ Odùduwà rìpọ́blìkì ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbé lárugẹ kó lè san wá sọ́wọ́ kó lè san wá sọ́mọ asan wá sálàfíà àìkúbalẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ àní àsìkò yìí ti tó ọmọ Odùduwà. Àsìkò yìí ti tó sẹ́ ọmọ Odùduwà. Àfẹ́lẹ́yàmẹ̀yà mọ́ ọmọ Odùduwà. Àfẹ́lẹ́yàmẹ̀yà mọ́ ọmọ Odùduwà. Àsìkò ti tó láti gbára wa lọ́wọ́ ìjọba amúnisìn o. Ẹ jẹ́ ká dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn gbogbo àgbààgbà Yorùbá látòrí emeritus professor Banji Akintoye comrade mi ńkọ́ Victor Taiwo olóyè Sunday Ìgbòho ẹ bá mi tọ́jú bàbá tèmi ààrẹ Gani Adams àti gbogbo Yorùbá akíkanjú ọmọ Yorùbá tó wà lókè òkun látòrí Mr. Adékúnlé Adépọ̀jù àní ìgbà ọ̀tun ti dé ọmọ Odùduwà. ìgbà ọ̀tun ti dé. ọmọ Odùduwà. àfẹlẹ́yàmẹ̀yà mọ́. ọmọ Odùduwà. àfẹlẹ́sìmẹ̀sì mọ́. ọmọ Odùduwà. àsìkò ti tó láti gbára wa lọ́wọ́ ìjọba amúnisìn o. ẹ̀ ń kókó Oòduà Republic ó náwó ẹ̀ sókè. èmi náwó mi. ẹni tó ń fẹ́ Oòduà Republic, ẹni tó ń fẹ́ Oòduà Republic kó náwó ẹ̀ sókè ni. èmi náwó mi.
mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí i pé a kú bójú ọjọ́ ṣe rí a kú bí a ti ṣe ń gbáradì pé sẹ́ Yorùbá nation òun ni o ẹ má yẹ kí any politician ó fún lẹ́yìn ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé pé táwọn bá ti débẹ̀ àwọn máa tún ayé yín ṣe. Irọ́ gidi ló wà níbẹ̀. It's all lies. These are the lies that they've been telling you for the last how many years now? 24 years of democracy in Nigeria, and Nigeria is still backwards. Ta ló wá fún yín ní guarantee pé tó bá débẹ̀ you would have a better life, that the Nigerian that you like so much will give you the peace of mind. It is all part of the gimmicks just to sell force to you again and give you the impression that they can fix Nigeria. Nobody can fix the current state of things in Nigeria. Let's allow Nigeria to divide. Let everybody go their separate ways. That is going to be the best. We can still live side by side, but there will be security to protect those of us that needs to be protected. But today, so many Nigerians are still telling us that Nigeria can be fixed. And I'm asking them how. Nobody has been able to tell us how Nigeria can be fixed. But every time, all they tell you is, Nigeria is going to work, but nobody knows exactly when Nigeria is going to work. When exactly? Ṣé ní after 8 years ní Nigeria máa ṣiṣẹ́? Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́tí darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Bonjour, Bright Alabi. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin Yoruba nation that believes that it is time that we allow Nigeria to go, because Nigeria has held us back as Yoruba people. Rather, everybody wants to travel out of the country, because that is the only way you can get a better opportunity, as long as you have the means to get a visa and travel out of Nigeria. The question then is, ṣé gbogbo wa náà la máa kúrò nínú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá because we don't like Nigeria? How many people will have the opportunity to even get a visa? Do you know that visa is not guaranteed by any of these countries that are telling you, save Nigeria? Let us save Nigeria. These countries are telling you to save Nigeria, but they don't want to be part of Nigeria because your passport is not respected in that contraction. Mo lọ lórí rédíò nísìnyí, ṣé kò urgent? Because mo ti wà live ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Tani? Okay, hold on, then kúrò lórí then.
Ìgbà ọ̀tun ti dé. ọmọ Odùduwà. àsìkò ọ̀tun ti dé. ọmọ Odùduwà. kò ṣẹlẹ́yàmẹ̀yà mọ́. ọmọ Odùduwà. kò ṣẹlẹ́yàmẹ̀yà mọ́. ọmọ Odùduwà. àsìkò ti tó láti gbára wa lọ́wọ́ ìjọba amúnisìn o. àsìkò ti tó. ọmọ Odùduwà. àsìkò ti tó. ọmọ Odùduwà. kò ṣẹlẹ́sìmẹ̀sìn mọ́. ọmọ Odùduwà. àfẹlẹ́yàmẹ̀yà mọ́. ọmọ Odùduwà. àsìkò ti tó
lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí gbogbo wa níbikíbi tí ẹ̀dá ti ń fẹ́ gbọ́ wa láàárọ̀ ẹ̀. We're going on the Star Radio in just about a few minutes. Mo ń prep lọ́wọ́ and I'm running behind schedule as well. But since this is what we love to do, we have to do it very, very well. Very, very well. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ń lé, à ń bẹ̀ yín ni, à ń rọ̀ yín. Politicians, they are full of deceit. Illusion in Nigeria. Nigeria máa ṣiṣẹ́ tí Tinubu bá ti dé bẹ́ẹ̀, gbogbo nǹkan máa rọrùn, ó máa da irọ́ ni. À ń sọ fún yín ẹ̀ pé gbọ́. Tátìkú bá ti dé bẹ́ẹ̀, gbogbo nǹkan máa rọrùn, ó máa ṣiṣẹ́, ó máa da irọ́ ni. Gbogbo wọn mọ̀ pé kò sí nǹkan kan tó lè save Nigeria. All they are doing now is trying to fool as many people. Mo kẹ́yìn tẹ́ wà lórí Twitter. Mo tẹ̀ tí post ìtàfẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí gan láàárọ̀. So many news tó jẹ́ ìbànújẹ́ olókun nínú Nàìjíríà. Gbogbo news in Nàìjíríà bá ìbànújẹ́ ni. Láì kò sí news kan tó bá kà bá ìbànújẹ́ ló bá dé. NAFDAC short vegetable oil outlet bí a fake oil ló ń tà fún yín. Katsina local government released 500 million láti fi mobilize fún Buhari. Can you imagine? 500 million naira. Sure. I have not disappointed you. I have given you my best. Buhari tells Nigerians. Olórí burúkú somebody. Can you imagine? Buhari náà ti fún yín ní best ní tóun lè ṣe. Tẹ́ bá wà happy, get out. Ní tóun lè ṣe lòun ti ṣe fún yín. Tẹ́ bá wà happy, tẹ́ bá wà satisfied. Buhari sọ pé, I have given you my best. I'm asking Nigerians, has President Muhammadu Buhari given you his best after 8 years of one of the most evil governments that care less about the citizen? But the citizens are telling me, shut up. Buhari is going, Tinubu is coming. We will come and fix all the problem of Buhari. I don't think they understand how it works. People think that government is like Bole Kaja. Government is very, very important. How many company wants to come and invest in a country like Nigeria where there is no security? I'm asking. Buhari is going to make us better. Buhari is gone. Now Tinubu is coming to give us a better life. Not sure. Yoruba people, they like to be deceived. Tinubu is going to come and fix Nigeria. Peter Obi will fix Nigeria. Atiku will fix Nigeria. All lies upon lies every day. They keep telling you all these lies. Àwọn dẹ̀ sọ fún yín pé ẹ̀rọ ló ń pa. Koiki, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. How can you say they are telling lies? How can you say Buhari is telling lies after 8 years? Ẹ̀wọ̀n tí Buhari ṣe sílẹ̀ ayé yín. Now they want to go and bring another Tinubu or Atiku or Peter Obi. You are not going to vote for Sowore anyway, so nobody's going to vote for Sowore. But Sowore is pushing his luck.
BBC is being boarded and not some.
But answer for you. And yeah, shut up. Koiki, you sit in London. Yeah, I've lived in London for the last 24 years. Are you mad? Don't you know that this is where I live? I ran away from Nigeria in 1998. Mo sá kúrò Nigeria because my mom saw no future in Nigeria. I have served Nigeria credibly, says President Muhammadu Buhari as he campaigned for Tinubu. President Muhammadu Buhari yesterday restated that he has served Nigeria and Nigerians to the best of his, ability. Take a try. He brought terrorists. So why are you all disappointed in Buhari? Peter Obi is going to come and do some magic. Where is Peter Obi going to get the money to fix Nigeria? Nigeria is using 80% of its income to service debt. Not sure. Our adopters working for highly connected personality for now, graduates. Lára àwọn tó bá ti kidnap nìyẹn, yeah, it will escape. I keep telling you, every day, Nigeria will happen to one of you. Not those of us that believe in Yoruba nation, but anybody that believes in one Nigeria, may Nigeria happen to you. Whether you are a woman, you are a man, whether you are old, whether you are young, Nigeria will happen to you. Because we are shouting every day that Nigeria is not working. A lot of you are saying, shut up! This God, you sit in London, you want to be... I hear that man that looks like an elephant, pig, Jide on journalist angle. He's saying that how can we be sitting outside and we want to destroy Nigeria? What is in there to save in Nigeria? Because those are the people that are also part of the corrupt system. You know? And everybody is praying for Nigeria. Me, I don't pray for Nigeria. Nigeria happened to any one of you. Bye-bye. A 31-year-old farmer based in Osun State, Samuel Oladotun, who was recently adopted alongside his brother by gunmen near his farm in Ile-Egbo town, spoke about the harrowing experience inside the kidnappers' den. What was your experience like in the den? It was not easy at all surviving in that place, but by the grace of God, we survived it. We were adopted from Wednesday, January 11, and had to trek for 45 minutes. In Yoruba land, Osun State Governor Adeleke, kí ló ń ṣe sí? Nothing. Àfi kó máa jó kiri, dancing senator. But Nigerians love their like àwọn tó máa ń parọ́ fún yín. Àwa tá à ń sọ̀tọ̀ ẹ ti ní ká shut up. Ẹ ti ní ká shut up o, a dẹ̀ ti shut up. Enugu police to reunite lost but found lady with family. Bank's lending rate to customer is 29.93%. Tẹ́mi bá fẹ́ gba loan nílùú ìnísìn. Let me check quickly. Loan in UK. Loan in UK. What is the APR? Tí bá fẹ́ gba loan ní UK nísìn. Do you know the APR? 5.4%. Tí bá fẹ́ gba loan. Kò dẹ̀ ń ṣe lọ́wọ́ báǹkì nìyẹn. Tí bá fẹ́ gba lọ́wọ́ Barclays. Báǹkì mi gangan. I will not pay up to APR. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ wo Barclays. Kí ni APR Barclays tí bá fẹ́ gba loan? For 5 or 2 years, I can borrow from £1,000 to £20,000 as long as I have the income to pay back. But the APR, mo fẹ́ lọ wò. Some of you don't even understand how economics and all the government works. The APR in 5 years, tí bá fẹ́ gba loan yẹn. All right, because of my time, mo lè take ó tẹ̀ fún mi ní APR yẹn. Ó ṣe mí kí wọ́n lọ ṣe calculator. A ṣe ní loan calculator. APR. Kí ni APR? Okay, ẹ máa gbọ́ tí bá fẹ́ yá £13,000 loan, màá san £225 every month at 8.9% based on the details you enter. 8.9%. But in Nigeria, the bank lending rate is 29.9. Ẹ jẹ́ mo yóò yà ni mo sọ. Ṣé náà fẹ́ gbọ́ ni? By fire by force, ẹ̀gbọ́n. Imagine, loan tèmi máa gbà ní UK is 8.9. But ìwọ tó bá fẹ́ yá the same loan ní Nigeria is going to cost you 29%. That's even if police arrest man for impregnating abandoned lover. United Nations condemn killing of Eswatini human rights lawyer. Well, ìmọ̀ àpamọ́ káàkiri nìyẹn. Oh, like anybody tó bá ti ń fight the front to talk. Sure. Ibi ìbàdàn gbogbo àjọ máa wà. Imagine Katsina of a release 500 billion. Abuja Kaduna train passengers stranded over diesel supply. And in Nigeria kì í ṣe ìlú sẹ́ẹ̀. It's not a country. Mo mà ti jẹun láàárọ̀ ìkẹ́. Ìkùnmí dẹ̀ ti ń ṣe pánpánpánpán. Ní láti sáré fi búrẹ́dì àti bọ́tà sẹ́nu. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ tiwa o. À ń sọ fún wọn, wọ́n ní, Sheikh, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. How can you live in UK and be trying to destroy Nigeria? As if Nigeria is not worth destroying in the first place. Kí ló wà ní Nigeria tá a fẹ́ kí? Then switch sí ibi báyìí láwa máa wà tá a máa fi ń rẹ́rìn. Ṣé ní ẹ̀fẹ̀ gbọ́n ni? By fire by force, ẹ̀gbọ́n sẹ̀. Ọ̀tọ̀ níbi tí mo lọ gbé kinní yẹn lọ. No, kò ṣe léyìn. Inú connection mi ni mo lọ jù sí. Èmi ò kúrò níbi tèmi wà. èmi á máa sọ fún yín with fact and figure pé kò sẹ́ni tó lè fix Nàìjíríà. Let's allow Nàìjíríà. Ẹ má ní sentiment pẹ̀lú Nàìjíríà ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá, ẹ ti nífẹ̀ẹ́ Nàìjíríà jù. Ẹ rò pé Tinubu ní nǹkan kan tó fẹ́ offer yín ni? Tinubu ò ní nǹkan kan tó fẹ́ offer yín. Ẹni tó bá rò pé Tinubu ní nǹkan kan tó fẹ́ offer yín, na lie, wàláì tàláì sọmọbi láì làzílà hùwà. Tinubu ò ní nothing láti offer anybody. Ó kàn fẹ́ jẹ president, wọ́n lè bá sọ pé òun náà di president Nàìjíríà. Gbogbo eré tí Tinubu ń sá nìyẹn. Pé kọ́kàn lè sọ pé Tinubu o, Jagaban drug dealer, owó drug ìgbanú àkáǹtì ẹ̀ kọjá l'Amẹ́ríkà, drug dealer, cocaine pusher ló fi di president. Ẹ jẹ́ àwọn tó máa bá Tinubu ṣiṣẹ́, Tinubu gan onímọ̀ye owó táwọn máa kó jẹ láàrẹ̀ irú Shettima yẹn. Gullible Yoruba people wọ́n pàlà abroad, àwọn TJ Rahim, àwọn olè àṣókọ̀ wá sáàárín Yorùbá nation. Mission ẹ̀ gangan ni pé kí Tinubu dé, kó dìbò kọ́pọ̀tì fún Tinubu. TJ olè ajíbolè. Awitani àná òun kọ́kọ́ ṣe rally ní London, olórí burúkú somebody 419. Ẹ sọ pé bìnnú sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bá náà òun kọ́kọ́ ṣe rally ní London. Ẹ sọ fún kò lè ní irọ́ ló pa. Olè ajíbolè Tajudeen Rahim olè ajíbolè. Òun lòun kọ́kọ́ ṣe rally ní London. Tajudeen olè. Ẹ sọ pé Koiki sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ kó lè ní. Àwọn náà fẹ́ lọ jẹ́ ní tí Tinubu bá débẹ̀ kó lè pe Tajudeen kó máa bọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà kó náà lè wá. Mo ní kan náà bẹ́ẹ̀, mo lẹ́gbọ́n kan náà vice president ló ń bá ṣiṣẹ́. Vice president ó ní mọ́tò máa ṣiṣẹ́, ó ní electric car máa ṣiṣẹ́ Nàìjíríà. Kẹ́rí pé 419 ní Pastor Ruga. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Maize Gold. Pastor Ruga, ẹ lọ wo headline kan nínú kiri lẹ́nìí. Pastor Ruga sọ pé ẹ má bínú, mo sáré ṣe coffee, mo fẹ́ máa gbé coffee mọ́ra àti bread àti butter. Pastor Ruga olè. They are all 419 ní gbogbo wọn. Ọ̀tẹ̀ mọ̀ fún àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá, àwa tá à ń sọ òtítọ́ báyìí. Bread àti butter mo fi rọra máa fi pa báyìí nísìnyí kó tó di pé mo join ARCHIE. Torí ẹ̀kùn mi ti ń kọrin fíán. Mo tètè kúrò ní láàárọ̀ yìí. Àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá wọ́n ní Koiki, Bàbá Akíntóyè àti Ìgbòho wọ́n ní àwa la jí gbogbo owó Yorùbá nation. Can you imagine? Tinubu tó ń lo alphabet tó fi ń gbowó ní Lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ láti almost 24 years. Òun ló set up alphabet. Gbogbo owó tó ń ti run operation Lagos State, Tinubu mọ̀ ń pẹ̀, ó ní percentage tó ń gbà. Gbogbo àwọn ọba pátápátá bí á díẹ̀ nú wọn ló wà lórí payroll Tinubu. Bí á díẹ̀ nú àwọn ọba ṣàkùṣàkù, àwọn ọba gaimá ń tẹ ní Nàìjíríà. Àkúkú dárúkọ ọba kọ̀ọ̀kan. Gaimá ló pọ̀ jù nínú gbogbo àwọn ọba yẹn. Gaimá ló máa lọ sí ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì, bá máa lọ gbàdúrà irọ́, ṣé ẹ̀kọ́ bá máa káàkiri. Ẹ jẹ́ mo yóò yà ẹ̀yàn ọmọ Yorùbá, ẹ má lẹ̀ wọ́n lóko pa, ẹ má dúró de Ìgbòho, ẹ má dúró de Koiki. Inú ilé mi lè wà nísìnyí tí mo ń já ń tọ́ bọ́tà. Ẹ jẹ́ mo yóò yà lẹ́ máa jẹ́. Ìdí òkúkú kúrò ní bíbà. Èmi àti Kristi àjọ máa bára wa kò ní bíbà. Bọ̀dá yìí jẹ́ wà nílé, ẹ jẹ́ mo yóò yà lẹ́ máa jẹ. Ẹ jẹ́ kó máa pa ọkùnrin o. Kí ni òkè ní fẹ́ra mọ́ ní bíbà yìí sí? Ọlọ́run ọba o. Kò ní da fẹ́ni tó bá mu mílíkì. Ẹlòmíì ò rí mílíkì mú Nàìjíríà. Ẹlòmíì ní sí ọlọ́run mọ́jọ́ tó ti ṣí mílíkì alágolo. Gbogbo nǹkan sachet ló ń ta fún yín. Wọ́n ṣe títí wọ́n tún ta sachet Indomie noodles ta lórí. 8 minutes past. Ó ti rán létí gan. Bí wọ́n ṣe dùn. ẹ máa gbá jùlọ díẹ̀ kí n fi sáré padà tí mo máa fi dé nísìn àjọ yìí ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin wa ń bọ̀.
Let's take a quick commercial break once we wait for Mr. OLAMILEKAN to join in this morning. Right, it is STARR Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London.
Make that move now, this festive season, to your new home address at GHS House and Estate. From now to 31st January 2023, we are offering you an amazing 5% buyer's discount on all purchases on our expandable 1, 2, 3, and 4 bedroom detached homes at Cochrane Villa, Pokwase, just 5 minutes drive from the interchange. The Mayflower and the new Hazel Courts at Kuntusi, 20 minutes drive from Achimota Mall. Beautiful homes in a serene and gated community with flexible payment plans available. Call us now on 0544 347 980 or 0544 347 981. GHS Housing Estates. View it, love it, own it. Make that move now, this festive season, to your new home address at GHS House and Estate. From now,
gbogbo ọba ti di Gaiman kalẹ̀. Àkókò dárúkọ ọba kankan. Gaiman ni gbogbo wọn jàre kan get out. Ìyà ń jẹ ọmọ Yorùbá, àwọn ọba dákẹ́, àwọn ọba ṣàkùṣàkù, àwọn ọba ṣàkùṣàkù, àwọn ọba tó lè sọ̀rọ̀ ṣáàbà làwọn yẹn. Àwa gan tí a jẹ́ ọmọ kéékèèké báyìí gan à ń fohùn lẹ̀. Ṣọ́ba wa máa bẹ̀rù wọn, ṣáwọn ọba ń bẹ̀rù Haúsá ni àbí báwo? They are all criminals. Criminals ni gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ ó jẹ́ kẹ́rin lọ́jà ni. Àwọn ọba tó lè sọ̀rọ̀. Àwọn ọba tó lè sọ̀rọ̀. Ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń jẹ̀yà káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé. Ọba ò lè sọ̀rọ̀. Ọba dákẹ́. Irú àwọn ọba wo nìyẹn? Ọba ṣàkùṣàkù. Ọba ṣàkùṣàkù. Mo sọ fún yín pé gorilla warfare èmi ni máa fi mídíà tèmi máa fi bà tí gbogbo yín jẹ́. Àwọn ọba tó yẹ kẹ́ máa lẹ̀ lóko tí à ń jẹ ọmọ Yorùbá tán ní kẹ́ dákẹ́. Ọba ṣàkùṣàkù. Àwọn ọba Gaiman king. Ẹ ṣe ń gbọ́ mi ṣá because ìbá ti go live nísìnyí. Mo kí dáadáa ẹ̀gbọ́n mi dáadáa Gbóyèga 1881. Ẹ wá bá mi mu kọ́fì o, aláì. Àchì ti ń dúró dè mí báyìí. Àwọn ò ní yé máa sọ tiwa. Ṣé ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ mi dáadáa? Ṣé ó ń jáde ní gẹ́rẹ́gẹ́? Àwọn ọba ṣàkùṣàkù. Àwọn ọba Gaiman king bá ní. Ṣé olúwo yẹn ṣé ọba lolúwo yẹn ọba tó ń fagbó? Àbẹ́rẹ́ gbogbo ṣé gbogbo yóò rí ọba tó ń fagbó nílẹ̀ Yorùbá? Ọba tó ń wégbó. My namesake Ọlákúnlé ṣé wàá mu kọ́fì? Àwọn èèyàn nìyẹn. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ àjọ iná àchì ó ti ń dóde mi. Ìbí ló ń dóde. Ó ń tẹsẹ̀ dóde mi. Ó yá ẹjẹ́ àtúntò lọ gbásí fún Nigerian government lẹ́nìí. Ṣé wàá mu kọ́fì? Àwọn èèyàn nìyẹn. Ibo nìyẹn ti ń dókè. Ẹjẹ́ àjọ iná àchì ó ti ń dóde mi. Ìbí ló ń dóde. Ó ń tẹsẹ̀ dóde mi. Ó yá ẹjẹ́ àtúntò lọ gbásí fún Nigerian government lẹ́nìí. Ibo nìyẹn ti ń dókè. Àwọn èèyàn nìyẹn ti ń dókè. There's a feed to tún padà wá. Ibo yẹn tó dé kẹ. Let me reset that thing. Okay, let me try it again now. Feed the kan padà. Let's go back again. Ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin wa.
Exactly. And that's what now well. And their best, as I know some of them have to say, is that his best. So exactly. What happened on that front? What do you really think about Buhari's stand as a president of Nigeria? Okay. see what he has got in start for us. Let me say, Yomi, good morning to you.
Well, a very good morning, and I hope you can hear me loud and clear back in the studio. A very good morning to you. Once again, sorry for joining you a bit late. I was just trying to catch up as many things as the school run, the water buying into the house, freezing cold outside. I'm doing very well, and it's good to be joining you again this morning as the month is getting almost running away. 24 days into the January, but we are still here on the STARR Radio UK. Good morning to all those that have joined us on the other platform as well from Miami and the rest of those that have joined us in Nigeria. I say good morning to all other presenters, and it's say good morning to you, Mr. Archie, and I come back slightly again to you in the studio.
Yes. Hope the family and everyone is doing well.
I had to do the school run myself this morning, and that literally means that the bus was compact. I'm not sure whether we need to complain to our local government or the council to make sure that in the morning there's enough bus to take us to school, but the children are fine, the families are fine. But one thing that always baffles me is, getting onto that bus and seeing the amount of children on that bus, and it takes me to ask the question, what are we doing as Africans, Ghana, Kenya, Zimbabwe, to make sure that we have as many people to be educated, not literally maybe a kind of education in the Western world, but the education that can work for we, the Africans, because sometimes we tend to want to copy, what the Western world are telling us, and sometimes it doesn't work. So a lot of money are spent into some of these, and it doesn't work. So this morning, I mean, as taking the children to school, you could have that feeling that when are we going to have a system where the neighbors' children are going to school and they are not selling akara or onions or orange in the early hours of the morning in the traffic. And again, we can only be grateful for those of us that have the opportunity to be here. And this is why STARR Radio is here, to continue to highlight some of these, humanity crisis that is going on. But as you can tell from the first headline, you say there, Buhari says, I have done my best, and it's ready for the next person to take it up. But for now, let me come back again to you in the studio before we start looking into some of the headlines this morning.
Yes, listeners, that is how we play it. Yeah. Well, Olamile says, now welcome White Lion, the energy going, much love and respect. And then he goes on there to say, if Nigerian government hot today again, make them more uncomfortable. Well, we don't just make people uncomfortable. If you do the right thing, we'll say it. If you do the wrong thing, we'll say it. Because we are here to unearth whatever you are doing. So do the right thing so that when we say it, people will praise you. What about that? But let's go straight to the story. Now, Buhari said on Monday in Bauchi, he stated that he has served Nigeria and Nigerians the best of his ability, declaring that he had not disappointed anyone. But people who this morning are not being able to fend for their case, not getting just cocoa and akara on the table this morning, and whose families have been kidnapped, those who have died under his reign, will disagree with him.
Well, let's take us through a quick, round check of what Buhari has done, in 8 years, because his government is actually literally winding down. As we do know, it's now countdown to the election. If all goes, whether either way, Buhari is still going. So definitely Buhari is going. So, it does not matter how much more time he has. But I'm just trying to get, the report that was sent to me. Yes, and I have it right here in front of me. And we can see if the engineers will also be able to bring it into the screen behind us in just about a few minutes. When President Muhammadu Buhari came to power in 2015, there were quite a lot of, things that changed up till now. And some of those things that changed is the exchange rate, is also the dollar. And right there, these are the let's get it fit in properly so that we can, yes, that's it there. And I'm sure our listeners can actually see the APC years report card. So as Buhari done very well, let's take a look at it, in this APC report card that we have in front of us. When President Muhammadu Buhari came to power in 2015, the dollar was 119 naira. As of today, the dollar is 740 naira. When President Muhammadu Buhari came to power in 2015, the fuel, which is known as petrol, which is so much used in Nigeria because there's no electricity, even though the vice president as of today says that Nigeria will be able to use an electric car. I'm not sure whether or how that is going to happen. But today, the petrol is going to 300 naira. But when the government removed the subsidy, whether this government or the next government is going to happen, the fuel is going to be going to about 800 naira. The diesel is now almost 900 naira from 150 naira. The rice that a lot of Nigerians eat so much has gone from 8,000 naira to 52,000 naira, even though it says 46, but it depends on where you're buying it. But we do know that Lagos State yesterday welcomed the president into Lagos State and commissioning a rice mill, which I'm not sure whether that would drop the price of rice, because it actually says Eco Rice, which means the Lagos State rice. We know that they had a partnership in one of the states, some few years ago. We didn't see any outcome of that. But this time around that the president have actually inaugurated and commissioned this project, in the rice mill, maybe the rice price will drop. If you're eating a bread, which I have a bit of piece of bread next to me right here, bread was 300 naira, and bread is now almost 1,000 naira. Remember that the exchange rate is 920 naira to a pound, and we're talking about a very small loaf. Not everybody eat chicken, but we do have a lot of space of land in any part of the country to have, rare chicken. But for whatever reason, chicken costs 10,000 naira. If you're booking a flight from Lagos to Abuja, you're going to be looking at about 80,000 naira. But that means that a lot of people will travel on the road, and the danger on the road is there. The insecurity, every part of the Northeast zone is not safe. And the last but not the least, the debt profile of Nigeria has now stood at 98.6 billion. And Buhari says, I have not disappointed you. I have given my best. Buhari was telling Nigerians during his campaign with Bola Tinubu in Bauchi State yesterday. The president says, and I quote, restated that he has served Nigeria and Nigerians to the best of his ability, declaring that he had not disappointed anyone. Star Radio UK, I'll come back again to you in the studio.
No, it's interesting because my statement is, well, you can be sleeping and you can tell us that, look, I have done my best. I mean, that is your own assessment of your performance. However, how do people see you? How have people seen you over a period of time that you've been doing whatever you are being paid for by the taxpayers? Now, if you are listening to us, Olafune says, we did not welcome Buhari in Lagos. He rather welcomed himself. So that is a wrong one. He did not welcome himself.
But the governor was welcoming Buhari, and even though Tinubu did not attend, the state banqueting dinner, we are not too sure for a reason why. But the information says, there's still a bit of problem between the Buhari and likewise Tinubu. But Buhari is still in Lagos commissioning a lot of projects. But if you're not welcoming him, it seems that the governor of Lagos State has actually welcomed Buhari into the state.
Before we move on to some of the other stories I want to look at, now, do you think that if you take Nigerians, let's say 100% of Nigerians, what percentage of them, if they are scoring Buhari, have they done anything of the sort? How many of them have taken that he performed well, or if they have any data of that?
Well, businesses have complained bitterly about President Muhammadu Buhari, and like I said, the Indigenous is going to give us, some of what is happening as of yesterday, as Buhari was welcome to Lagos State, but Tinubu was not in that dinner. He was actually complaining that he's tired. That's President Muhammadu Buhari there, in Lagos during the banqueting. A lot of businesses have been affected in Nigeria, and because Nigeria does not produce anything. And that literally means that more produce that is coming into the country because of the forex. And we do not have enough forex because, the crude oil has been halved. But as a lot of people will be looking into the last part of Buhari, is it a president to be remembered? Has it actually disappointed, or he hasn't disappointed? Let's take a look at, the president acknowledged the warm reception accorded him and continued show of love by Nigerians, noting that the huge crowd that welcomed him wherever he went was a demonstration of genuine love and loyalty. We do know that the northern part of Nigeria still fall in love with Buhari. I'm not sure whether the southeast or the southwest fall in love with Buhari, because Buhari actually locked the border from the southwest to Benin Republic for more than 3 years, while the northern part of the border were open. So Buhari will continue to get this kind of crowd each time he travels to the state. I haven't seen the crowd in Lagos State, but we do know that the Lagos State always penalize the market women when they have such event for not coming out. I normally call on the emirs and the chief, whether on political or personal tour, to state to show my gratitude. I like to mention that from 2003 to 2011, I visited all the local government in 2019 when I was seeking my re-election. But the question is, has Buhari really performed very well for this? But the special media aide, Femi Adesina, will always defend the boss to say Buhari has done very well for Nigerians.
Well, he has to say this master's praise, but that's where his pay packet is coming from. But when listeners is all STARR Radio UK, who want to take on that? You think Buhari has performed very, very well? As we see that there are a number of people who have come out or trooped out that is supporting, show that, well, he's popular. What do you think? Is the party people who just organize party people to come and support him? There are places where we know that who were paid to appear, people were paid just to appear there to do all sorts. But what do you think about all that? It's not really UK. A 1-year-old farmer based in Osun State, somewhere Olamilekun, who was recently abducted alongside his brother by some gunmen near in Yoruba town, spoke about their harrowing experience. So he said, the president said, I've performed very, very well. But this is somebody speaking about a harrowing experience. One day, how they were treated when they were abducted young.
Well, you're quite right. There's quite a lot of adoption going on in Nigeria on a daily basis, depending on, which side of the country or which part of the state that you're actually looking at. Yes, he's a FUNAB graduate that was actually kidnapped at the beginning of this year, precisely the 11th of January. He believes that, with God's mercy, he was able to survive it. But he has now been questioned. What was your experience like in the den of your adopter? It was not easy at all, surviving in that place by the grace of God. We survived it all. We were adopted on Wednesday, January 11th, and had to trek for 45 minutes into the bush. We stopped briefly to rest. After resting for some minutes, we started long trek again. Guess what? They were trekking for up to 3 hours before we again got to a place where we rested. It was after the third trench of trek that we finally got to the kidnappers' camp. There we were kept with no food and water. We learned another person was adopted along with you. Who was this person? He is my younger brother, Toby. When we were kidnapped, he was even in fasting. When he got to a stage where we could not longer bear it, we asked our adopter if we could get some water, but one of them viciously hit us with stick for asking for water. But good enough, one of them understand fairly good English language. He was the one who took pity upon us. And so these are the part of what Buhari has done for not able to protect Nigerians in every part of the country. How were you adopted? On the day we were kidnapped, I could conclude all the tasks I set out to do on the farm. I was heading out of my area in my vehicle. I had a loud bang from a gunshot. It roared from the back of my vehicle. Initially, I thought it was from the hunter. I immediately parked to check what the problem was. And just as I came down, 3 men emerged from the bush from the back, started shooting sporadically into the air. Before I realized what was happening, another set showed up in the front. And this is these guys, they normally give you a bit of, most people that have been kidnapped in Nigeria, you would normally get people coming to your front with, cartoons, or sometimes they're coming on their own. If you try to reverse, then there's another set of people coming out, and that literally means that you are trapped. And this individual, from what we heard, but at what point did the adopter demand for ransom? The day just the following morning, being a Thursday, I recall we were given roasted cassava to eat in the morning. Then at about 6 p.m., we were given a roasted yam, because that is the only thing they can capture from from some of the farms that they have probably been able to invade. On Friday, after calling our people to demand for ransom, and the response they got was not favorable. They refused to give us food and water. Later that night, I asked for water. They gave us gari. The kidnappers were 7 in number. They kept the water we drank in a 5-liter keg. It means that 9 of us had to drink from the same volume of water. We were not given food or water throughout Saturday. On Sunday, we could not cope again. We asked for water. So these are the issues that a lot of people face in Nigeria. And I'm just trying to find out, with your fairly good disclose of the likely areas of this kidnapper, what do you advise the security operative? If the police want to do their own work very well, it is not as if they can't arrest these criminals. Their doctors don't operate on people's farm. They stay in the area with thick bush, which they use as a shield. Why with your adopter did you observe the people could be close by? At first, we could hear voices. There was a day we had a bike moving very close to that place. The last place we were taken to also was very close to the main road. So how were you kidnapped? So the question is, if this is happening in Nigeria, and we have the governors, we have the senators, and Nigerians are asking, how can this continue to happen in a country that the military has done very well, across other African countries, but they have been unable to protect Nigerians? STARR Radio UK, and this is just one experience out of so many that Nigerians are going through in terms of the Fulani kidnappers that have turned Nigeria into a very, very sad ground as we speak.
Well, they said Buhari is performing very, very well. Maybe, who knows?
And 10 million naira was paid, the first 6 million and the later collected 4 million. So from 2 individuals, 10 million naira was actually paid. And if I bring that back to probably maybe pound sterling as of today, let's look at about 15,000 pounds. Well, thereabout, you're looking at about almost 10, 12,000 pounds was paid, no tax, from a kidnapper. And there we go, another set of people kidnapped, and they have more fire weapon. And the question is, for how long will this continue? Some of these individuals don't have the money. Some money are borrowed. Property are sold at a very, very ridiculous price so that they can be able to save their loved ones. These individuals end up paying 10 million naira, which is almost 10,000 pounds to be released.
It is very sad. I mean, listeners are listening to us this morning with what is going on there. And some people sit on their high pedestal and say, you know what? We are doing our best, we've done our very best, so come back for us. And you ask yourself, are you for real? Adebanjo Yusuf says, good afternoon, Mr. Koiki. Adebanjo, you are doing very, very well. We thank God that has not happened to you. It is STARR Radio UK. Update from Nigeria, which is only working on non-branded studios. I'm right here in the South Studios. Let me tell you one at a time. Let's pick on one other story before I allow Fulani to continue. I was still pertaining to the abduction and the fact that whether they are Fulani henchmen or whoever who have been training all this. Now, another train, Abuja Kaduna train, passengers stranded over diesel supply. So the first question is, we know this race. I mean, we know that these kidnappers do plot to derail trains and do all sorts. Now we have whether they are now regrouping or whether now they've been conquered and therefore they are not able to operate. A train traveling from Kaduna, Abuja to Kaduna, and they are telling us they cannot calculate the amount of fuel that it needs to travel from one point to the other. So what's the point?
Well, remember that the train set out, from Abuja, so that means they have enough time, to know, the capacity of the volume of, diesel that will be used. Yesterday, I was still telling you that such has happened before. This was from Lagos, Ibadan, when one of the train actually stopped, and the reason for that is they haven't got enough diesel inside it. In a statement that was released yesterday, Pascal, the manager of the Abuja train service, said the delay was due to a shortage in the supply of diesel. The management of the Nigerian Rail Corporation sincerely apologized to our esteemed customers who may have experienced a delay in the Abuja-Kaduna train services, which was yesterday, the 23rd. The NRC stated the Rail Corporation added that the delay was caused by the supply of diesel, which fell short of specification required to operate our rolling stock, which was rightly rejected after the statutory laboratory test. The question then is, Why should we have a train services on when we do not have, the right diesel to be used, to run these particular train services? These, again, are questions that a lot of people will be waking up again this morning to ask the question. Are we safe on the road? Are we safe on the rail? Or are we safe on air? What actually is happening in Nigeria is something that is becoming quite alarming. And a lot of those that are facing these are ordinary Nigerians as we speak this morning.
Well, listeners, it is STARR Radio UK. Who allowed Yomi to bring us the rest of the story that's speaking around this morning. Stay tuned. Over to you, Yomi.
Well, at exactly 11:34, we're just going to quickly touch some of the headline. This is STARR Radio UK. It is your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. And the best way to listen to us is to go on our website, which is www.starradiouk.com, where you can find all the podcasts, the radio link, the TV link, and likewise, all the reporters on STARR Radio UK that gives you up-to-date information on Africa and the rest of the continent as well. But this morning, we're looking into some of the headline from Nigeria. Cash swap. Central Bank of Nigeria bars Abuja, Lagos POS operator. This is the only means of Nigerians withdrawing money. It's called POS. It's equivalent to you just going to the ATM, but the only difference is this is manually handled by individual. The Central Bank of Nigeria has excluded mobile money point of sales agents in Abuja and Lagos from its newly launched cash swap program. The development came as 31st of January deadline for phasing out the old 1,000 naira, 500 naira, and 200 naira note. In a frequently asked questions document released to selected agents and obtained on Monday, the CBN provided guideline for cash swap program. What a very interesting time ahead. More Nigerians doesn't have access to the new note, but we can see that more Nigerians do not even have access to naira in the first place as well. Excess fast can damage kidney, according to NAFDAC. So please, for those of you that continue to eat in the buka, be careful of the kind of cooking oil that you are being used, that they are using, because you might not know. And this takes us again to NAFDAC, taking us to Kano State, where a vegetable oil outlet in Kano, the refilling of vegetable oil was done in an unhygienic environment using a tanker meant for distribution of petrochemical products. Wow, this is going on in Kano State. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration Control, known as NAFDAC, says it has now closed a vegetable oil packaging outlet in Gidarua Airport Road, Nasarawa, local government of Kano State. And the reason for that is they are using a wrong tank that is meant for petrochemical to run a vegetable oil. So again, and that also linked to kidney problem, as we do know. 11:36, let's take a look at businesses in Nigeria. A lot of businesses are facing a lot. I was comparing this morning before coming on air. If I want to get a loan from the bank in UK, maybe the High Street Bank, not the other one that might be a little bit more. You're looking at about 8.9%. So if I'm able to pay £225 every month, I could take home about £15,000 loan at about 8.9. But in Nigeria, bank lending rate to customer has now hit 29.13%. And this might be a big problem for those that want to take a loan. The maximum lending rate in the banking sector is 29.13%, while saving deposit rate was 4.13% as of December 2022. The figure that was obtained by the Central Bank of Nigeria on money market indicator yesterday, according to the report, prime lending rate was 13.85%, while interbanking rate was 12%. Treasury bill was 4.35%. 1 month deposit. So the question then is the money available? The National Institute of Credit Administration stated in its report, bullet print report for growth, development, sustainability of micro, small, medium-sized enterprise sector in Nigeria, that there was no need to support businesses with a single-digit loan, as high interest was already affecting the economic growth. It stated that the high monetary policy rate, the higher the interest rate charged on loans, the lines of credit offered to medium scales in the country, high interest is something to be worried about. So 2-digit is what is being used as what we can call interest rate in Nigeria. I'm gonna take one more from the business. Yesterday, we saw the commotion at the airport. It seemed that the situation is probably under control. Aviation union strike steers Lagos airport commotion. We do know that went down a little bit maybe after conversation with the union, but several international passengers are still stranded at the Muritala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, as at today, as a backlog has already started, due to the NACO. Lagos project, jobs as Buhari open a rice mill and a seaport. How is this going to affect, the economy of Lagos State? We do know that Lagos State is the capital of Nigeria, even though Abuja is the capital. Yesterday, the president, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, has unveiled the 1.5 billion Lekki Deep Seaport and the Immortal Rice Mill in Ikorodu, Lagos State. The Lekki Deep Seaport has been described as one of the largest seaports in the country and one of the biggest in West Africa, which it promotes, have said will improve efficiency and serve as a major driver for the economy. How this is going to have impact on an average person in terms of economy and development, we will find out in the long run. He has inspected the guard of honor at the airport parade ground. Buhari visited the Lekki Deep Seaport and took a brief inspection trip around the project to inspect its facility. President, like we say, is still currently in Lagos, after the banquet yesterday. Tinubu was not there, but it seems that there's still wrangling between both Tinubu and President Muhammadu Buhari. I'm going to go straight to the social media that we can come back and look into. Shetima is trending. I'm not too sure why, but a lot of people are very, very skeptical about the vice president, representing, Buhari. Question about Tinubu's health. We are not preparing for Olympic. Lagos was a super slum before Tinubu became a governor, but has now been transformed, says APC vice chairman. I believe he was actually saying this at the Lagos State banquet with President Muhammadu Buhari. A lot of concern about Tinubu's health. He was not there. A lot of people believe that, he has a bit of dementia and he needs to be taking care of himself. But Tinubu believes that the job, should be in his own hand. Atiku believes the same thing. Peter Obi believes the same thing. The indigenous people are saying the other way around. So it seems that Shetima is saying that since we are not running an Olympic, Tinubu's health should not be a concern. Tinubu is also trending at about 13.8%, this morning. And for those that are also saying, we've got our PVC, we will be using that to vote Tinubu. But some are already saying that, Tinubu's health. So this individual says, I got my PVC because of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because of his influence in Nigeria. I have just one vote to give you, sir. I promise you will not smell this. Wow. So definitely he's not going to be voting for Tinubu. I thought he was going to be voting, but it seems this individual says he's not going to be smelling it. Again, this is my number one queen in this obedient movement, Woto Woto. She deserves disobedient children a lot. And that is, Reno. Reno was very active during the NSAS. And let's take a look at what more is coming up as we look into the agitation, the Biafra, the Yoruba. According to the Yoruba Global Youth, some few hours ago, Yoruba nation is what we want. Orílẹ̀-èdè Yoruba, country, Yoruba, nationality, Yoruba Ọmọlúàbí, language, Yoruba, currency, owó ẹyọ, and also government and nationality, Yoruba. That is coming from Yoruba Global Youth. Bashegun Alabi also said, the ancient Yoruba did not write. Their history was written by others and was frequently conjured. Opinions are made up. I applied the possibility test, the quality of being credible to think person on a scale of 1 to 10. A score less than 5 makes a story unconvincing. As the Biafra continued the agitation, the Yoruba continued the agitation. Bashegun also wrote, someone just asked me, why am I doing all this when people at home are so apathetic? The future generation, I say the future generation. So those that are fighting for the cause are looking for the future generation. And as we do know, Simon Ekpa, one of the the spokesperson for the Biafra movement this morning, seems to be going into a bit of prayer, because in anything we do, we also need that prayer, because like they say, prayer with action is something that is so important. And that is, Simon Ekpa there, having his prayer. And he says, and I quote, those that choose to fight against our freedom, may that path you choose lead to your end. Nobody will pay for the choice you made by yourself. Many will regret the choice they made. But those who made choice of freedom will stand firm. We are fighting this war with our body and soul. Star Radio UK, the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London at 11:44 a.m. I will now return back again to you in the studio. So it seems that it's the body and the soul that will fight the journey for the Biafra, as Simon Ekpa actually said right there.
Wow. Very comprehensive update from there. This is like the Koikimedia, not the studios. I'm actually here in the South Studios before we run up that competition. Now, Tinubu versus Buhari. Now, as some people are alluding, it might be because of his ill health. That is why he didn't appear there. I remember there was the medical situation of Nigeria. Yes, I think yes, we're calling for a health check to be done on all the presidential candidates. I don't know whether their teams are adhering to that at all. What do you think?
Well, even Buhari never gave us the reason why he travels to London from 2015 for his health care. So I'm not saying Tinubu releasing his health, details, to the public to scrutinize whether he's fit. But as his vice says that he's not contesting for an Olympic, so there's no reason for us to know whatever is wrong with Tinubu. But we do know that Tinubu has spent almost a lot of time here in UK because of his ill health. But his government and those that has been there as Buhari have also spent more time here, looking after himself, with the, either from the private sector, which we do know, but the question is that nobody knows what is wrong with Buhari. Likewise, nobody knows what is wrong with Tinubu.
All right, time will tell. But other posters, those who actually who on doing all the questionnaire and stuff like that, asking people what they are going to, who they are going to be voting for. Do you have posters like that who are very strong in Nigeria?
Oh yes, and that has been favoring Peter Obi the last 4 polls. And a bit of, and I've asked the question, even if Peter Obi becomes, the winning candidate, are we going to see APC let it go, even though Buhari says he's going to allow a free and fair election?
But the percentage of error in Nigerian polling, how has it been? Do you think that, the way the polling is going is one that can reflect on the result of the actual election when it takes place?
Well, let's take a look at the last one. Most of the polls that have been, projected in the past, has worked based on those that have done those polls. But I'm taking you back to last year, conducted in the early December. The results showed 23% of voters willingly to vote for Peter Obi if the presidential election were to be conducted as at the early December. Labour Party Peter Obi is still projected to win Nigeria 2023 presidential election according to a new poll commissioned by ANAP Foundation. A nationwide poll shows a significant lead taken by Peter Obi, with Bola Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress and Atiku of the People's Democratic respectively trailing in. Rabiu Kwankwaso of the New Nigerian People's Party (NNPP) emerged as a distant fourth behind Messiah Tinubu and Abubakar. Conducted in the early December, the result shows 23% of voters willing to vote Peter Obi if the election was conducted as a time. 13% proposing to vote Tinubu, who fell second place. Abubakar third with 10% and Kwankwaso fourth with only 2% of voters proposing to vote in. Even though Kwankwaso refused to merge with Peter Obi, because Kwankwaso at Chatham House says Peter Obi is just a trader while he's a PhD holder.
Well, listeners, quite interesting, and that's the question we've been asking. Will the election take place and Peter Obi wins with the government? Will they hand over power to him, or will we hear some announcement and saying anomalies took place and all that stuff, and therefore there is a martial law in place? What is going to happen? We want to know more about all that. But remember, tomorrow God willing, if we are still alive, even if we have all the time to discuss all the issues that's going on in Nigeria, but don't worry, tomorrow morning, Olayemi will be joining in to bring you updates from Nigeria as well. But before you go.
Well, this is the only platform that gives you all those headlines from different parts of Africa here in UK with a traffic update. And likewise, with more programs after Archie, don't touch the dial. Stay tuned. But the best way to listen is download the apps, and that will give you a free 24 hours, 7 days STARR Radio UK. I'll be back, like Archie said, for more headlines from Nigeria. But for now, have a very good morning. For those of you that are watching us in Nigeria already, it's already good afternoon. And if you're watching us in Miami as you're waking up, I say good morning to you as well.
Okay, let me say thank you very much, and we'll catch up later.
Bye for now.
Well, listeners, it is STARR Radio UK. Now, Olafune says, as of September 2022, Nigeria total debt stock was about 4.06 trillion naira. Nigeria has spent.
Well, mo kí ẹ̀yin tèmi ẹ jí dáadáa woto anytime Aziz kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ẹ̀gbọ́n mi kú tọ́jú àbúrò ẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn ilé ìfẹ́ gbé business wá sí Nàìjíríà ní lọ sógun state níbi tí kò ti síná. I pity a lot of Yoruba people and far away the lies, the deceit of these criminal calling themselves government. Hey, ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ fi máa gbọ́ èyí tí wọ́n sọ pé election is going to work, election irọ́ ni irọ́ ló ń pa fún yín ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi wàláì ẹ má ẹ̀kọ́ parọ́ fún yín àwa gangan lá ní òtítọ́ ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń jẹ́ kí wọ́n máa púùlù yín àánú mi dẹ̀ ṣe yín à ń sọ fún yín ẹ̀gbọ́n tí Buhari sọ ẹ jẹ́ ń bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ díẹ̀ mo ní láti pa broadcast because àná yẹn láti pa nítorí ìyàwó àti a fi ṣe special tribute fún so let me just come straight into the program. Mo máa kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí èmi àbúrò yín náà ní o Ọláyọmí Kóìkì tí gbogbo yín mọ̀ sí koikimedia bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ pé ilẹ̀ wa orílẹ̀-èdè kàgbéga ìgbàgbọ́ àti bẹ̀rù ká ṣiṣẹ́ ìṣọ̀kan ìkẹjẹ tẹ̀síwájú ọ̀pọ̀ ilé ọmọ Odùduwà bọ́ sí ipò ìwọ ni o ìmọ́lẹ̀ ìgbàdúláwọ̀ àwa ni.
Again. No going back. Ìgbòho òòṣà iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ tẹ̀síwájú. Mr. Koiki ẹ ṣé o, àwọn ọmọ mi ló kí i.
Àwọn ọmọ alálùbáríkà.
Àwọn ọmọ mi ló kí i.
Àwọn táwọn torí ẹ̀ ṣe wàhálà ni. Tó kọ ẹ̀yẹn ti di dandan. Ẹ̀yẹn ti di dandan. No going back. Mo like ìkọ́nù wọn yẹn boys ẹ̀ jáde dáadáa báyìí. Wàláì àwọn alálùbáríkà. Àwọn ọmọdé kó ti máa gba benefit.
Ìgbòho òòṣà iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ tẹ̀síwájú.
Iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ ń tẹ̀síwájú.
Mr. Koiki ẹ ṣé o, àwọn ọmọ mi ló kí i. Àwọn ọmọ mi ló kí i. Lágbára Ọlọ́run a máa délé rí o.
Ìyẹn ti di dandan. Àmì Jésù Kristi. No going back. Every one of us must rise up.
The armed forces are not neutral.
Olórí burúkú ni àwọn armed forces Nigeria. They collude. Wọ́n ti collude with the armed bandits. With the armed bandits.
They kill people.
They kill people. Kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movement. They cover them.
If you are depending on
tó bá ń dúró de sójà kó wá protect ẹ, you will all die. You will all die one by one. Ṣùgbọ́n tó sọ mo kí ọgbà yẹn tó ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Buhari òun la fi sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ lénìí. Buhari náà ti gbìyànjú tòun. Bàbá Gọ̀sìmẹ̀ ìyá mi kan ló máa ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀, ìyá Oòduà ní yes Koiki, what with that camouflage car it is going to be wotowoto ní ẹ̀rọ tí bá ti múra báyìí wotowoto ní aláì receipt tí mo lọ fi ra tí mo rà lẹ́ǹkan lélẹ̀ orí búrẹ́dì tí mo ń jẹ lẹ́ǹkan lélẹ̀ ṣe owó eré aláì ó máa ń dùn yánmúyánmú ní mo ti fi bọ́tà pa má bínú pé mo fi ń lẹ̀ lójú orí bọ́tà ló wà nínú ẹ̀ bó ṣe rí ṣe orí bó ṣe ń lọ orí bó ṣe ń lọ wotowoto sórí búrẹ́dì ẹ̀jẹ̀ mo yóò yà sórí ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti darapọ̀ tẹ́ ní ìran Yorùbá máa bọ́ 36 ló máa wà nínú búrẹ́dì ó lè kàn jẹ́ lásán àbí kò fi mu tíì àbí kò wọ ẹran kankan Azeez kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ẹ 36 ló máa wà nínú ẹ̀. Costco lọ ti máa ń tà ọ̀ràn fáwọn Amẹ́ríkà láìkì kan gbẹmugbẹmu ìyẹn lọ́ọ́ ṣe máa ń tóbi wàláì ọgbà tó wà lamẹ́ríkà bí àwọn tó máa ń control weight wọn irú Azeez nísìnyí òun control weight ẹ̀ but àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n mi kan wà níbẹ̀ wọ́n kàn tóbi bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀mu ni. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá great Yorùbá nation ló ní have you seen the fake thing Sanwó-Olú done my brother òun náà ti ṣe pyramid rice bíi ẹran títí Amosun ṣe pyramid rice l'Ogun State. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni pẹ̀lú kọfì náà ló wà nígbà yìí ìyá mi Florence mo ti ṣí phone line mi ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ díẹ̀ mo fi máa pa broadcast yẹn kí n tún máa padà wá +44740405917 Buhari ni I have tried my best and people love me ṣé tòótọ́ ni a máa ti wọ́n ga ọ̀ báyìí o Koiki send me some bread technology ò ti dé bẹ́ẹ̀ wàláì. Ó wù mí kí n máa fi búrẹ́dì ránṣẹ́ sí gbogbo yín nílé lójoojúmọ́ 36 ló máa wà nínú ẹ̀ ọmọ Oòduà wọ́n lè jẹ́ ju èmi náà ti jẹ méjì ní sípò ẹyọ kan mo sì jẹ́ nù ẹ̀ ó máa ń dùn gan pẹ̀lú bọ́tà ẹlòmíì ọlọ́run mọ́jọ́ tó ti jẹ bọ́tà ní Nàìjíríà fat lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ń jẹ kò ń jẹ bọ́tà ní Nàìjíríà fat lẹ́ ń jẹ fat. Mo kí dáadáa ìyá mi Esther mo kí o bá wọn GR1 key to success life ara ń kan ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ Ọlákúnlé tèmi my namesake ẹ jẹ́ nǹkan àwọn tó wà lórí mixella wotowoto limited mo kí láti ìlú Ìbàdàn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn bá ṣàkùṣàkù wá ṣeré jàre Matthias àwọn bá ṣàkùṣàkù èmi ò dárúkọ bá kankan ká ló máa bá mi dá sí láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ Buhari ní òun ti gbìyànjú tòun Koiki I should bring your ọkọ ya Fọláyan má bínú Ọlọ́run tó bá yẹ pé Nàìjíríà ń ṣiṣẹ́ ni gbogbo iná wọn máa sọ pé Koiki get out èmi náà ti jẹun láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ kí ló ń ṣe náà yìí máa tẹ̀ sí wa lójú lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ tí jẹun láàárọ̀ ẹ̀. Àwọn kómi kan ló mú kọ́ọ̀pù wá fún mi God bless America aláì gbogbo nǹkan America ńláńlá ní gbẹmugbẹmu ní bọ́ọ̀ bí mi dá kí n ṣe kọ́fì kò kúnnu kínní Olúwa máa tọ̀ tílẹ̀ máa fi mọ́ ni mo kọ̀ra ṣe ní díẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá Buhari náà ti gbìyànjú tiẹ̀ kí la máa ṣe sí báyìí Ismaila Ajibadu Subaru mú kí ojoojúmọ́ ni mò ń pariwo pé Nàìjíríà ò ṣiṣẹ́ àwọn ọba wòtòwòtò rẹ̀ kẹ́ fáwọn ọba yẹn Ọlọ́run ní France wọ́n lé àwọn ọba ìdànù ni mo ṣeré àwa ti ọmọlúàbí tiwa báyìí àtẹ̀mọ́ tó ṣe wá gbọ́nsẹ̀ ọmọlúàbí yìí ti pọ̀ jù ó dé ọdẹ ló máa ń da ṣé ọmọlúàbí tiwa báyìí nísìnyí ló fẹ́ kó bá wa báyìí torí Ọlọ́run Prince Eze èyí náà chọ I love you so much I've known that man for the last almost 10 years now. Advocate for humanity in mind. He say it the way it is. I go out in the morning. Àwọn lè máa ti fẹ́ para wọn ní Màtáyà sí bolo tuntun lọ mẹ́lẹ̀. Ìjà lílé ike ní petrol station. Ẹ̀yin ọ̀rọ̀ mú jáde. Ẹ jà ẹ nọra yín. Àwọn tó yẹ kẹ́ lọ máa sọ lóko. Ẹ̀dẹ́ mi mo fẹ́ dọ́gunlẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ lọ mú fídíò yẹn wá fún yín kẹrin. Ta ló máa bá wa dá sí program láàárọ̀ ẹ̀? Ó dá àwọn èèyàn fẹ́ pè mọ́ sórí program. Kí ló dé? Ẹ bá mi jà ni. Àwọn èèyàn máa fẹ́ pè mọ́ sórí program wa kẹ̀. Olè efere Emefiele olè 419 Emefiele olè. Ẹ jẹ́ lọ mú fídíò tí mo rí wá. Ọmọ mi ṣe post ẹ ni o lára àwọn boys wa. Ẹ wo lẹ́ẹ̀kan tí mo sọ fún yín pé tí bá fẹ́ gba loan ní UK orí tí máa san. Ẹ rò pé tí bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ máa ń ṣeré. Mo ṣe bọ́lẹ̀ kájà media. Bọ́lẹ̀ kájà media ti pọ̀ jù. So all they do is wọ́n fún yín ní information tó perfect. Information tó máa mẹ́mìí gbóná. Èyí tẹ́ máa jẹ́ kó yálè mí fún yín. Bọ́ọ̀ dẹ̀ ti ní kí n shut up. But mo sọ pé pẹ̀lú gbogbo ẹnu mi kò sẹ́ni kankan tó lè ṣe tí mò ń ṣe. Gbogbo ẹnu mo fi sọ. Sori pé tí bá fẹ́ yá loan a máa ṣe òyìn ní fídíò ẹ̀ mọ̀ ń bọ̀. Wọ́n máa ti nọra wọn pa ní petrol station kẹ́. Wàhálà wà o. Owó Yorùbá tẹ̀ ń kọ ìmọ̀ mi ó ti pọ̀ nífẹ̀ẹ́ mi. Ẹ bá ń kọ́ díẹ̀díẹ̀. Maze Gold, thank you so much. Ọmọ Bọ́lájà Abdullahi. Ẹ pè jẹ́ ká gbọ́ rí. Ta ló fẹ́ pè? Ta ló máa bá wa dá sí láàárọ̀ ẹ̀? Ta ló máa bá wa dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ láàárọ̀ ẹ̀? Ẹ jẹ́ ń lọ sí +333. Ìlú wo nìyẹn? +333. Ìlú wo nìyẹn? Faransé. Mo like àwọn tó wà ní France. Wàláì. Ṣé ẹ kọ́kọ́ nígbà tẹ́ dé ìlú yẹn tẹ́ kọ́kọ́ lọ kọ́ èdè ní àbẹ́ ẹ ti gbọ́ French kẹ́ tó kúrò nílé?
Wọ́n sáré lọ school bíi 6 months náà.
So tíyàn bá lọ school báwo nìyàn ṣe máa gbé níbẹ̀ tó bá fi kọ́ èdè?
Wọ́n á máa sọ broken ẹ̀ wà lórí títì.
Wọ́n á máa sọ broken ẹ̀ but tíyàn bá lọ school wọ́n á sì fún ẹ ní guideline. So ohun tí mo fẹ́ fàyọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé èdè ni wọ́n ṣà ń sọ lọ́hùn èdè ló ń sọ.
Èdè ni ẹmọ ìlú tó bá ní lárí èdè náà máa sọ nílùú tó bá ti ní lárí.
Èwo lẹ̀gbọ́n tó dálẹ̀ láàárọ̀ ìbáyìí wọ́n ní ìlú tó bá nílá ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń pa ìtàn yẹn ó ti fẹ́ máa mú mi lóru díẹ̀díẹ̀. Mo ń gbọ́ nílẹ̀ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ̀gbọ́n mi ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń pa ìtàn yẹn.
Ìlú tó bá ní lárí ìwọ mẹ́sọ̀ ìlú tó ní lárí ní gbogbo ìlú àgbáyé tó ní lárí ìwọ mẹ́sọ̀ ìlú tó jẹ́ pé kò ṣe ìwọ náà sọ.
So ìtẹ́fẹ́ máa sọ nísìnyí pé Nàìjíríà ò ní lárí èyí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi.
No, Nàìjíríà ò ní lárí ìlú tó tẹ́lẹ̀ ìdí wọ ìlú tó bá ní lárí èdè wo ló ń sọ nílùú yẹn tó bá jẹ́ pé èdè wọn. Singapore èdè wọn Japan èdè àwọn ìlú tó bá ní lárí èdè wọn ló máa ń sọ.
Okay.
That's why Yorùbá nation tá bá ti gbà Yorùbá ló máa sọ. Yorùbá ló máa fi máa lọ school Yorùbá máa fi ṣe gbogbo nǹkan.
So ṣé pé Yorùbá la máa fi ṣe biology la máa fi ṣe English la máa fi ṣe.
Everything àwọn èdè wọn ló fi ń ṣe biology gbogbo wọn àwọn ọmọ school àwọn gbóná dáadáa wọn wá brain wọn wá sharp. Àwọn ti sọ láti kékeré wọ́n ti dá òwe.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ mo mọ̀ pé máa ń ní tv tẹ̀fẹ́ wọ̀ mí ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ sáré wo fídíò 27 seconds náà ni kí ló fàjà báyìí torí Ọlọ́run nílé epo wàhálà wà o. Àgbàlagbà dáadé èèyàn kan délé yìí mọ́mí èèyàn kan délé ó máa gẹ́jẹ́ o ó gẹ́jẹ́ o ó ti gẹ́jẹ́ o. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Buhari náà ti gbìyànjú tòun oníkẹ́gẹ́ra oníkẹ́ màtíríkà. Ṣé pé ẹ̀rí tó ti ń jẹ̀ṣẹ́ nílé epo lẹ̀ ń sọ fún mi? Ẹ bọ̀ wọ́n láwọn la lépo 6th largest crude oil producer. Àgbàlagbà méjì má ṣe o. Mo ń gbádùn ilẹ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi. Wọ́n ń jàdù àyè. Kí ló gain èèyàn kan máa ṣe ṣe. Àwọn condone violent o but tí Nàìjíríà dálẹ̀ nílé yìí o. Tyson so Buhari ní òun ti gbìyànjú tòun ẹjẹ lọmọ headline yẹn wá ó ní kí ọmọ Nàìjíríà òun ti try tòun ṣé Buhari try lóòótọ́ àbí báwo.
ibi tẹ́mi ń lọ ni pé ṣé rí Yorùbá nation yẹn ṣé rí ọ̀rọ̀ ilé ayé yìí gbogbo ṣé rí tí àwọn òjíṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ fún wa.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sà.
ibi táwa fojú sí ọ̀nà bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ lọ́lọ́run fẹ́ gbà.
okay.
but èmi mọ̀ pé Yorùbá nation ń bọ̀ but gbogbo ibi táwa fojú sí yéye no God ní your ways are not my way ẹ̀rí ọ̀nà tó máa ń gbégbà fún wa ń sẹ́ rí. tó bá ti di after 25 ọ̀nà yẹn á ti máa là fún gbogbo yẹn á ti máa rí.
kábíyèsí Elédùmarè.
ẹ lọ kọ̀rọ̀ yìí lẹ̀ tó bá ti di after 25 February ọ̀nà tó lọ́run fẹ́ gbà ẹ̀rí. I don't need to say anything.
Oyè mi.
Ẹ mọ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run tó ń sọ yìí ó kí ọ̀nà yìí ló fẹ́ gbà wá. I will not say more than that.
Ọ̀dà ẹ ṣe gan-an ẹ̀gbọ́n mi.
Bàbá ń bá yájà, bàbá ń bá gbogbo ìyá Ọlọ́run gbà bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ọ̀dà ok. Pẹ̀ dáhìn bá ti lẹ́yìn ẹ̀gbọ́n mi bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí máa ń ẹ̀rọ fún mi láì feedback nítorí ẹ̀ sọ yẹn mò ń take note ẹ̀. Torí pé a ní kan tẹ bá ń rí tí àwọn ò kì í rí.
Ẹ lọkọ náà go and write today's date down and I will call you again after 25. I will tell you again.
Ọ̀dà màá rántí àwọn èèyàn náà testify.
Ẹ wá mọ̀ pé ókè ọ̀nà tí Yorùbá fẹ́ gbà yọ rèé máa kọ́ tẹ̀sán bẹ́ẹ̀ jọ yẹn o. Ẹ ní sùúrù.
Ọ̀dà ẹ ṣe gan-an ẹ̀gbọ́n mi thank you so much. Ẹ bá ń kí mò ń gbọ́ ọmọ Oòduà bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ bá ń kí. Ta ló máa tún bá wa dá sí? Buhari, I have not disappointed you. I have given my best. Buhari tells Nigerians. Ṣé o ti give best ẹ̀ ni àbí báwo? Mo rí pé Miami ti pè jẹ́ ń pẹ́ padà. Koiki lèmi ń jẹ́ koikimedia. Wòtòwòtò. Gbóhùn sókè, Azeez.
Olọjọ jẹ sáyé ilẹ̀ kó tó gbà sí i. Hello.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè ẹ̀gbọ́n mi.
Good morning, brother. Good morning. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá. Koiki o. Ìmọ̀ tó ti gẹ̀ tó ọmọ ẹ̀ ọ̀bọ̀ sórí first of all. Buhari ní òun ti ṣe tán. Ó ní òun ti try. Kò parọ́ nù.
Okay.
Lónìí òun tó wá parọ́ ni. Gbogbo terrorist tó kú ta kó ní kó máa jí wa gbé. Kó máa gbáwó lọ́wọ́. Nǹkan tó wá ṣe nìyẹn. Kò sí ń wé àwa ọ̀fọ́ fún yẹn. Nǹkan táwa ń lọ fún táwa ń lọ fún. Jọyọ̀ ẹ̀. Àwa àfọ́ fún yẹn. The youth gonna come out. Everybody gonna come out on the street of Yoruba land. Gbogbo yẹn tó ń sọ yẹn àgbọ̀ gbogbo yẹn. Because that's the only way tó máa fi gbọ́ gbogbo mẹ́sẹ̀gì wa. Second of all, mo fẹ́ sọ fún gbogbo àwọn agitator gbogbo àwọn sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀rọ̀ kọ́ change tone ni wọ́n kọ ẹjọ́ nípa bàbá Sunday. Ẹjọ́ ẹ change tone ní Sunday Ìgbòho. Òun ṣe Sunday Kútọ́nù àwọn ọmọ Sunday Kútọ́nù. Sunday Ìgbòho jọ Koiki bá change ẹ̀. Ló ń jẹ́ Sunday Kútọ́nù. Ìmá tó sọ ní òyìnbó tó dá recently living in Kútọ́nù. Ó wà understandable. Àbòsí nìyẹn wa ọ̀ bábòsí o. Ẹjọ́. Second third one. Nǹkan tó gbé jáde láyé àná yẹn kí ni combat yẹn ọ̀rọ̀ òun láti gbé jáde.
Sípẹ́ iná láìpẹ́.
Combat yẹn gángan ní ìyẹn gángan.
Ó dà.
Ìyẹn gángan ni wọ́n máa gbé sórí show.
Ó dà.
Kò máa jẹ́ kó rí pé a ṣe máa mú wọn láàrin méjì.
Okay. Ó dà. No problem.
Ṣọ́jọ́ Ọlọ́run fàájì mi rí.
Ó dà.
Máa bẹ́ tó lọ.
Ẹ ṣe gan ni. Ó dà one love. Ó dà. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ní èyí tí mo gbé jáde lánàá. This is Paris, Madrid. Ẹ̀wọ̀n tó ń lọ. A ní ìdèrò níta. Mo sọ fún yín pé this is January 21, 3 days ago. Ọmọ Yorùbá tí Koiki bá ń sọ fún yín pé èrò gbọ́dọ̀ wà lójú títì. Ẹ máa dí gbogbo ẹ̀ pa. Sójà wo ló fẹ́ wà àárín àwọn eléyìí nísìn? Ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ wò. I do not own the copyright to this video. thousand protests in Madrid against Spanish government. Èmi máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́rìí ni. Ẹ wo orú èrò tó wà níbí báyìí. Ìjáwá náà lè rírú èrò yìí. Ó possible, but ẹ̀ ń wá ẹni tó máa pín in lówó mọ́tò, ẹni tó máa sponsor yín débẹ̀. Àìtípe lọ nìyẹn. Ẹ jẹ́ ń pa ẹ̀gbọ́n mi náà padà kan tó pè láti South Africa tó bá sì wà lórí ìjókòó. Ẹ wo bó ṣe ń lọ ní Spain, ní Madrid, níjẹta lélẹ̀.
Entonces creo que era necesario venir.
Ṣé rí pé èdè ló ń sọ interamakama àwọn tó ń gbé ní Spain nìkan ló máa lè understand. Àfi tó bá ṣe translation ẹ̀. Èdè nìyẹn máa ń sọ. Ẹ má jẹ́ kẹ́ni kankan fúlù yín. Kò wọ̀n èmi náà pé ká jà. Àmọ́ bí Nàìjíríà ṣe rí ẹ̀mí ò ti bá ground ẹ ti wọlé. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò ìyá wa.
Ẹ kúṣẹ́ o.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ mọ́mì.
Ọlọ́run adéṣẹ́ yín ládé o.
Pẹ̀lú ògo Ọlọ́run, àmín mà. Àmín, àmín.
Gbogbo wàhálà yín lórí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn gbogbo ṣẹ̀tẹ̀ ṣe pátá. Á dìde àánú fún yín lórí ọmọ, lórí aya. Ilẹ̀kùn tẹ̀ fọkàn sí láyé. Ọba tó pè mí tó rán mi iṣẹ́ á ṣe fún
àmín Jésù Kristi.
Ojú rere Ọlọ́run láti ọ̀run wá. Ọlọ́run sọ pé mi ni Ọlọ́run kò sẹ́ni tí bá. Mo agbára tọ́rọ̀ fi jẹ Ọlọ́run. Mo ṣe parí àdúrà látàkùn nígbà
ẹ ṣé gan ni mọ́mì.
mo ṣe àṣẹ tí Ọlọ́run gbà mí lóhùn àdúrà. Ẹni tó lóyún tó bí ọmọ ìkejì ọmọ ò bá jáde láti wákàtí mẹ́fà. Ọ̀run ní kí n wọlé tí ọmọ yẹn mo wọlé tí. Mo fi orúkọ Jésù obìnrin yẹn lórí kọ́ọ̀sì kan. Ìkejì ọmọ yẹn sì jáde. Mo wá pàṣẹ Ọlọ́run tí ọmọ yẹn lórúkọ mo dẹ̀ sọ ní Olúwa tóbi lọ́la, Olúwa tóbi lọ́ba. Ọba tó ní ayé tó ní ọ̀run. Gbogbo ṣẹ̀dẹ̀ ṣe lórí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ọlọ́run á fi àánú àti wá yín rí. Àwọn ọmọdọ́mọ yín wọn á rà àánú gbà. Ilẹ̀kùn àánú àtàwọn gbàṣẹ tẹ́nikẹ́ni ò lè tì nínú ayé Ọlọ́run á ṣe fún yín. Bí ẹ̀yin ò mọ̀ Ọlọ́run tó ń pè yín, ẹ̀yin iṣẹ́ rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ìpè ní. Kì í ṣe pé bóyá kì í ṣe gbogbo wòlíì iṣẹ́ míì tẹ́lómi bá ṣe. Tí bàbá wa Prọfẹsọ Banji Akíntóyè ìpè ní. Tí bàbá wa Chief Sunday Igboho ìpè ní. Kò dẹ̀ sí ẹnikẹ́ni tí Ọlọ́run bá pè ayé gbọ́dọ̀ dojú ogun kọ́. Tí wọ́n bá dojú kọ́ báwo ni ó ṣe mọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run ti òkú? Báwo ni yóò ṣe fẹ́ sá padà lẹ́yìn? Ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n gbogbo ìdojúkọ tẹ́ rí ẹ̀ torí ẹ̀ padà. Ẹ ṣàtún sọ pé mò ń ṣe tó bá jọjọ́ iwájú ẹ lọ kọ́ sílẹ̀ lónìí ẹ máa rí pé àrọ́mọdọ́mọ yín pátá wọ́n á rí àánú gbà lórí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ó dá mi lójú ni tó lóun ṣe ni. Ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ rí pé wọ́n á wò yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa ń ṣiṣẹ́. Báwo èèyàn ṣe ń kàn yín má gbélébù ẹ̀ torí ẹ̀ kù nínú iṣẹ́ yẹn. Ẹ wo bàbá wa Prọfẹsọ Banji Akíntóyè wọ́n ní ó jí owó wọ́n ṣe kinní kan bàbá ní tí ẹ ti yá sí. Wọ́n parọ́ mọ́ wọ́n ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ bàbá yóò torí ẹ̀ kù lórí ẹsẹ̀ rẹ̀. Bàbá wa Sunday Igboho wọ́n ní ó ti lọ gbọ́ lọ́wọ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ ló ṣe kinní kan àwọn èèyàn ronú ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó sàn nínú ilé máa yẹn. Wọ́n ronú yí pé áńgẹ́lì kan ló gbé máa yẹn jáde nínú ilé yẹn ní ọjọ́ náà. Kì í ṣe agbára ènìyàn. Kò sí dẹ̀ bá ní èèyàn lè rí ìṣòro bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó lè bọ́ nínú ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n sí náà ọmọ Yorùbá ìrí pé ajẹ́ tó yẹ pé Ọlọ́run dá wa ó kábàámọ̀ wọ́n ní mo dé ènìyàn inú mi sì bàjẹ́ tó bá lọ́lọ́run dá tó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ kì í ṣe ènìyàn torí pé ẹni tó bá ń ríyàn lò wọ́n sátẹ̀lé ẹ tó bá ti rí ẹ máa yẹ wọnú ẹ̀wọ̀n wọ́n ní ó gba owó ó lòun ò gbà ẹ sì tún lè máa kàn má gbélé bù ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀bẹ̀rù ọjọ́ tí ó dìde láìṣepọ̀ nìkan lọkùnrin tó wà ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá láìṣepọ̀ nìkan lọkùnrin tó wà nínú ọlá tó wà nínú ọrọ̀ tó wà nínú ìdùnnú tó pé nínú olóṣèlú ló ti ń kó ọrọ̀ rẹ̀ ní ó ti ń pè wá jẹ ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ wá wò yẹn pé gbogbo pé mo kọ̀yìn sáwọn olóore mi mo kọjú sẹ́yìn ọmọ ìyá mi ẹ̀dẹ̀ tún kàn má gbélébù kó mọ̀ sọ ha kó mọ̀ ṣe ọ̀run tó pè é tó rán lásìkò sẹ́yìn gbogbo ẹni tó kàn má gbélébù ò lè bọ́ nínú ìdájọ́ Ọlọ́run gbogbo ẹnu mo fi sọ òtítọ́ ni mo sọ fún yín gbogbo àwọn tó kan bàbá kí n tó yè mọ́ ẹ̀yà gbélébù ẹ lọ kọ́ sílẹ̀ wọn ò lè dàgbà tó bàbá yẹn láyé wọn ò dẹ̀ lè bọ́ nínú ìdá kí iṣẹ́ pè mí ṣe pè fún wọn ẹni tí Ọlọ́run sọ ni mò ń sọ ẹgbẹ́ ní fún ẹni tí Ọlọ́run ò rán tó sọ ẹ lọ fi sílẹ̀ iṣẹ́ tí bàbá yẹn ń ṣe Ọlọ́run ló rán ṣé rí tí mo fẹ́ sọ fún yín ẹ̀yẹ kìrìtìnú ẹ mọ̀ wo tí wọ́n sọ ibi Ọlọ́run gbà ẹ̀mí àdúrà kan tí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ máa gbà ni pé ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ tí Yorùbá fi kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà kọ́lọ̀ jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí ìrìnàjò yẹn nìyẹn. Èmi ò mọ ṣẹlẹ̀ tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n Ọlọ́run sọ fún mi pé wọ́n ti bá darí láàárọ̀ yìí. Ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ tí Yorùbá fi bọ́ lọ́wọ́ Nàìjíríà ẹ jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ibi Ọlọ́run wà rí kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀. Ibi tí Ọlọ́run ó gbà kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀. Tá a bá dẹ̀ ti ń jí láràárọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ní bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ti jí bá pé bí tẹ́lẹ̀ ṣe ni ẹ ṣàdúrà sínú omi ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ sínú ẹ̀ ẹ lọ dà síta. Ẹ̀rọ Ọlọ́run tó ní ilẹ̀ bí afẹ́fẹ́ tí ò bá bá omi ṣiṣẹ́ omi ò lè gbéra lẹ̀. Ọlọ́run á ṣiṣẹ́ agbára. Ilẹ̀ yẹn bí omi ò bá débẹ̀ kò lè dẹ̀. Ó mọ bó ṣe máa ṣe kò sí ìlú tí Ọlọ́run ti lè ṣe. Gbogbo àwọn tó ń kan bàbá Akíntóyè Mágbélébù Ọlọ́run wá ní kí n sọ fún ẹ pé mo ò lè bọ́ lọ́wọ́ ìbínú òun. Òtítọ́ ni mo sọ ègbé nípa ẹni tí Ọlọ́run bá ló tó bá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ìbínú Ọlọ́run wà ní orí wọn kò dẹ̀ sí ẹ̀dá kan nínú wọn tó lè dàgbà tó Akíntóyè láyé. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ fún yín. Kò sí bí wọ́n ṣe fẹ́ bọ́ níbẹ̀ torí gbogbo ẹrù tí bàbá yóò pátá ni wọ́n gbélé lórí. Ìtí Ọlọ́run ní kí n wí ni mò ń wí. Gbogbo irọ́ àpamọ̀ ni wọ́n pa lé bàbá yẹn lórí. Ẹni bàbá gba 30,000 wọ́n tún wọ̀ lọ́wọ́ ní mítìnì ẹgbẹ́ wọn tí wọ́n dálẹ̀ ìlànà wọ́n tún lọ wádìí ní ìlànà Canada wọ́n ní bàbá ò gba owó kankan níbẹ̀ yẹn. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ lọ mú bàbá yẹn ẹ̀dẹ̀ fàlà sọjà láàrin ìta ẹ̀dẹ̀ tó sí òun. Ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ bọ́ nínú ìtọ́lọ́run sọ fún mi ní ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ bọ́ nínú ìdùnnú Ọlọ́run o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Olúwa Ọlọ́run Michael Òjó Olówóré sọ fún mi. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń parọ́ mọ́ bàbá Ọlọ́run bàbá Akíntóyè ìdájọ́ Ọlọ́run gbígbóná ọ̀run ló máa bínú sí yín ìran yín ò ní rí ṣe rere lórí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ibi ni fún yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo yìí ṣe pẹ́ fún wọn ní tí Ọlọ́run wá jẹ̀mú ẹni wà ní kiri sálímàlì ní tí Ọlọ́run wá jẹ̀mú bá mi sọ níbi ẹ máa rí ìbínú Ọlọ́run láyé àti ní ayé àrọ́mọdọ́mọ yín pátá ọ̀run máa kọ̀yìn sí wọn ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè sọ fún mi lè gbọ́ níbẹ̀. Tó bá jẹ́ pé Ọlọ́run sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún mi nítòótọ́ ẹ máa rí bí Ọlọ́run ṣe máa ṣiṣẹ́ fún yín. Bàbá Akíntóyè Ọlọ́run ní èmi ni mo pè é. Bàbá kejì ń bẹ níbẹ̀. Ọmọ ń bẹ níbi wọ́n ti gbowó olóṣèlú. Wọ́n ń tẹ̀pá lọ gbowó olóṣèlú. Bàbá Akíntóyè ń tẹ̀pá lọ gbowó olóṣèlú. Kò dìde ọba tí ń gbẹ́nu ẹ̀ Ọlọ́run ti pààrọ̀ bàbá Akíntóyè ó ti sọ ọmọdé ọmọdé ẹ máa wọ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹnu rẹ̀ ó máa sọ̀rọ̀ ní bí ẹ lérí kó sì sọ torí pé ẹ ti ń gbẹ́nu ẹ̀ ní gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wá ń kan bàbá Akíntóyè Mágbélébù tó bá jẹ́ pé ní òótọ́ ni Ọlọ́run sọ̀rọ̀ tó ò lè sọ kó má sọ pé òun sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́ ẹ máa rí ìbínú Ọlọ́run ní ayé àti ní ọ̀run àti kẹ́ ẹ tọrọ ìdáríjì ewu orí rẹ̀ sọ fún mi pé àwọn abínú sí ní ìtẹ̀lẹ̀ tó tẹ̀ torí wọ́n ló jáde káàkiri láti so gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá papọ̀ láti sọ pé ká gbé ọwọ́ sókè ká di ẹyọ kan ṣùgbọ́n ẹni ẹ mú aṣọ rẹ̀ fàya láàrin ìta ọ̀run ló máa faṣọ yíya kanlẹ̀ ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Olúwa Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè sọ fún mi ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun ọ̀run ti dé yín láyé ògo ẹ lọ kọ sílẹ̀ àrọ́mọdọ́mọ yín pátá lórí ilẹ̀ ayé nínú gbogbo òru tó bá ṣàfi bí táfẹ́fẹ́ ò bá fẹ́ dé làwọn ọmọ yóò ní máa láàánú gbà gbogbo bí aṣẹ́ bá fẹ́ fẹ́ dé ọ̀run sọ fún mi pé àwọn ọmọ yín máa rí àánú pẹ̀lú àbáyé lójú ẹ̀mí yín ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ló Olúwa sọ ẹ ṣé ẹ kúṣẹ́.
Thank you so much. Wow, this was a very powerful one, and ilé bàbá wa tó bàjẹ́ àwọn èèyàn ti gbàgbé ẹ jẹ́ n kọ́kọ́ pọ́ọ̀sì eléyìí náà nígbà tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ Koiki eléyìí tó fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ kábíyèsí Elédùmarè 2021 ọjọ́ burúkú as quickly as much work we have and what we know so that we can keep the international community and also those of you at home and outside the country what the developments are. This development, and I'm about to release the development that took place just about some few hours ago. And then, again, these are ongoing situation. As I speak to you right now, the situation has not yet been, it's not yet over. As you know, if I'm just going to recap quickly the whole incident, which I'm sure millions of people from around the world have been able to watch and listen to what has happened since about 1:30 a.m. today. That was a recap of what happened, in 2021 when koikimedia was giving some updates was a kind of invasion into Chief Sunday Igboho's residence. We have a call on the line. Hello, caller.
Yeah, mo rò pé ẹ ṣì wà lórí kí lórúkọ ẹ.
A ṣì wà lórí àgbọn yín.
Ọ̀rọ̀ bàbá ṣe rí nǹkan tèmi á kàn sọ bóyá ó máa yàtọ̀ sí prógráàmù tó ti wá látàrọ̀ bọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n ara ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation yìí náà ni. Because statement táwọn èèyàn ń sọ these days lórí wípé bàbá Bánjí Akíntóyè koikimedia àti olóyè Sunday Igboho ṣèbí wọ́n sọ fáwọn pé December wọ́n máa gba Yorùbá nation. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ń run mí nínú tí n bá ń gbọ́ lẹ́nu àwọn èèyàn. Àtọmọdé àtàgbàlagbà ṣé dọ́sítìmì wípé a lè dá nǹkan rò fúnra wa gan ni. Ok, tó bá sọ pé àwọn pípọ̀ yìí tó bá sọ wípé a máa gba December ó yẹ ká gba Yorùbá nation. Ṣé bí wọ́n work towards lẹ́dẹ̀ ń ṣe every possible things láti make sure wípé December yẹn kó bọ́ sí o. Along the line wọ́n olóṣèlú náà ní tactics tiwọn wọ́n introduce intruders sáàárín wọn. Then wọ́n bí àwọn èèyàn náà ọlọ́rẹ́ mi kan tó sọ statement yẹn mo kàn tó ṣe sọ́dẹ̀gbẹ́ mi náà òun náà jọyìn àwọn tó máa ń sọ mo kàn ju kọ́ẹ̀sẹ̀ kékeré kan sí. Mo ní òkè mo ní ìwọ tó ń blame àwọn bàbá Bánjí Akíntóyè olóyè Sunday Igboho ìpínlẹ̀ sọ pé máa gba Yorùbá nation ní December. Mo ní how many years ló ti lò ní travel ṣé ó lòun ti lò 5 years. Mo nígbà tó kúrò nílé how many years ló já fún ọgbọ́n padà bọ̀. Àwọn ló bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rẹ́rìn. Ó ní lóòótọ́ ni ó ní 6 months lòun dáhùn. Along the line yẹn kí ló wá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ẹ tó fi sọ ẹ́ dẹ̀rọ 5 years. Ó ní ò bá lè sọ̀rọ̀. So it is a very simple thing láti rò. Àwọn tí wọ́n náà tó kàkiri lè mú wọn náà tó sọ fáwọn fámìlì ẹ. Tí mo ṣe ń lọ tí mo ṣe ń bọ̀ yìí o.
Pé mo ti dé tán mò ń lọ kábọ̀.
Wọ́n bọ̀ wá mú ẹ o. Tí wọ́n náà wá ń lo 5 years lọ́tọ̀ tí tó lọlé. Nǹkan yẹn náà ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sáwọn ọkọ̀ ìpín náà. So kò tí ẹ̀ lè sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ tí mo ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ just simple question yẹn lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀. So stop blaming them. Ṣé ẹ fẹ́ kán máa regret pé àwọn gbé ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá àwọn start ẹ̀ ni? Ẹ̀yin encourage wọn ni àbẹ́ discourage wọn. Ẹ máa gbọ́ lẹ́nu àwọn àgbàlagbà ẹ̀ tó máa gbọ́ lẹ́nu àwọn tó ń ṣe media náà. That means èmi máa ń sọ pé ẹni tó bá ń sọ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn at this very time ẹni ẹ kò wá sincere láti ilẹ̀.
Kábíyèsí ẹ.
Láti ilẹ̀ ẹni yẹn ò wá sincere. Because tí wọ́n bá sọ wípé o fẹ́ kúrò níbì kan ní March tàdé wà ní January tí o mọ nǹkan tá a ṣẹlẹ̀ before that March ni. Tí o tó bá wá lè kúrò mọ́ ṣé kán mọ blame wọn èèyàn mẹ́rin ló fẹ́ máa explain fún pé o lè kúrò mọ́. So secondly àwọn countries tí wọ́n ti ń gba òmìnira how many years ló ń tẹ̀lé wọn láti ṣe kí n appreciate.
Western Sahara láti 1975 lọ ti ń jàjà yẹn bọ̀.
Bàbá Western Sahara tẹ́tẹ́ sọ yẹn gangan mo wà yìí. Mo
fi dárúkọ ni mo fi dárúkọ bí tẹ wà ní mo máa tó ń pè mí.
Ṣẹ́rí Western Sahara ní ọjọ́ kan mo lọ níwájú kẹ́lẹ́ mọ̀ pé criminal ní Nigeria government. Ẹni tó bá tẹ̀ sí bílẹ̀ pé ìlú ní Nàìjíríà ẹnìyẹn ń fún láàrẹ̀ ni. Ní ọjọ́ kan mo ń lọ níwájú palace Mohammed VI the king of Morocco. So iwájú ibẹ̀ gangan ni àwọn kí ló ń korúkọ ẹ̀ àwọn Western Sahara tó fẹ́ depart kúrò lára Morocco iwájú ibẹ̀ gangan náà ti ń protest iwájú palace ọba. Ọlọ́pàá ọba ó tún wá ń dá ìdí wọn kó wà ní taxi. Mo ń ṣe fídíò wọn lọ́jọ́ tí mo sọ mi mọ̀ pé mi ò rìkọ́ọ̀dù ẹ̀ mọ̀ pé mi ò sèfù ẹ̀. Ọlọ́pàá ọba àwọn tó fẹ́ kó àwọn ṣiṣẹ́ dáńpẹ́ ní ṣiṣẹ́ ní ìṣòro tẹ́fi tó ń dín tẹ́yìn fìbọn lé káàkiri o. Àwọn tó fẹ́ kó lára kọ́ńtírì tó fẹ́ kó so tẹ́nibọ̀dì bá mú ọ̀rọ̀ mùsùlùmù tó sọ pé mùsùlùmù fàyè gbà ká kúrò àwọn méjèèjì tó fẹ́ kó lára wọn yìí mùsùlùmù làwọn.
Mùsùlùmù ni wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Ìkan ọ̀fẹ́ bá kan gbé.
Nígbà tí Morocco tí wọ́n lọ sí kọ́ọ̀pù tí wọ́n lọ sí World Cup.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Black ẹyọ kan dàbí ẹrí nínú wọn. Black ẹyọ kan.
Àwọn náà wọ́n racist gan gbogbo àwọn òdúbẹ wa yẹn. Kò ṣe máa sọ ní.
Racist gan the same thing tí Fúlàní ń ṣe fún wa làwọn náà ń ṣe yẹn.
Mo mọ̀.
Tó bá tó táìmù kan ọmọ Yorùbá kò ní sí nínú Nàìjíríà national team football Nàìjíríà mọ́. Tá a bá ṣì wà ní rọ́bìṣì yẹn Fúlàní nìkan ló nọ́tà nìkan bí ó máa lọ ti Naija ní football ẹ máa wò bọ̀. So ẹ jẹ́ ká encourage àwọn people tí wọ́n bá sọ fún apá máa lọ́n December dáàrí lọ́n December ṣé fọ́ọ̀tì wọn ni ìbéèrè tí mò ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn yẹn wọ́n ìjọba jẹ́ kó máa dàbí pé fọ́ọ̀tì wọn ni. Kí ṣe fọ́ọ̀tì wọn náà? Bahrain kò lára Saudi náà, Bahrain, Kuwait, Syria, Oman, ìlú kan ní almost of these countries tẹ́lẹ̀ náà. Wọ́n kò lára wọn ni náà.
Gbogbo population Bahrain ni 1.4 million ni wọ́n lówó bí ṣẹpẹrẹ.
Bí ṣẹpẹrẹ bàbá, Bahrain ó kò lára Kuwait ó kò lára Oman, gbogbo wọn ṣà kò lára ara wọn. Ẹ wo tán ṣe kéré tó tán ṣe ń pera wọn. Ṣebí ńgbà tí ọ̀rọ̀ wọn ò yọ oníkálukú dẹ̀ kò lára ara wọn. Despite of that one regret lady. Ẹ máa rí ẹ̀wọ̀n fún. A máa sọ pé together we stand. Mo wá ń bèrè lọ́wọ́ ìpèsè àwa stand in sí báyìí. Ó ní stand báwo pé tá a bá wá fọ̀ pé báwo la pé yẹn ló ti àbá worst. Ṣebí wọ́n ló ń sọ fún òyìnbó fún mi pé together we stand. Mo dẹ̀ bèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ náà lórí ju ẹsẹ̀ pé àwa stand báyìí. O tún là stand náà. Pé ṣé o ṣe ẹ̀ ti máa má dì báyìí. Ẹ o bàbá ẹ jẹ́ ká lómi ìkúpè wọlé.
Ẹ ṣé gan-an ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, thank you so much. Ṣe rí àwọn tí wọ́n parọ́ fún wọn lọ́ọ́ láìkì ẹ̀mọ̀ pábọ̀dé ní rọ́ta fẹ́ pa anybody. Bahrain lélẹ́yìí kan jayé lọ. Ẹ jẹ́ àpadà sí fídíò yìí. This was an update nígbà tí wọ́n wá attack ilé bàbá wa olóyè Sunday Igboho nígbà yẹn tí mo jáde.
Evidence of the bullet. There were multiple loads of bullets that was fired into the house. And when I say fired, from the information that I have gathered as well, when they arrived into the premises.
Àwọn èèyàn ti gbàgbé pé wọ́n wá àtàkì ilé Ìgbòho. Kò ń ṣe gbogbo yan ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọ́n ní and then so what? Tó bá fẹ́ àtàkì ilé Ìgbòho ńkọ́. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ jẹ́ ká tún wo fídíò yìí. 21st of January, just 3 days ago, òun ni protest ẹ̀ ń rí ní Madrid. Hello caller láti Libya, à ń gbọ́ yín sir. Greetings, welcome to the program. You're live.
This is your brother.
How you doing, sir? Good afternoon, welcome.
Yes, and I want to thank you and the good things you have been doing.
You're welcome.
And I pray that God will continue to strengthen you more and more.
Amen.
I want my Yoruba brother to understand that we are just fighting only just one cause. Liberation of every source in that contraption called Nigeria. And them did not expect the issue that they were going to release us peace. Freedom is not giving, freedom is taking. And I pray that as we are preparing to go to our freedom, because we're in the year of our freedom, God will grant us mercy and God will give us wisdom how to put it.
Amen.
Thank you so much and God bless you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All hail Biafra. All hail Oduduwa. This is Madrid. Thousands protest in Madrid against the Spanish. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ mọ́mí wa tó pè fún ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àdúrà tẹ́ ṣe fún wa. Kí ló dé táwọn eléyìí ń protest if they have a good passport?
Venir y decir que basta ya y que lo importante es que
only of this economic crisis that we have so important and that money is not spent.
Digamos, de esta crisis económica que tenemos tan importante y que no se gaste el dinero
on the superfluous things that do not matter to the Spanish people. Mo ń ṣe translation èdè tí woman yẹn sọ ni o.
En cosas tan superfluas y que tampoco nos importan a los españoles. A ver.
Only in terms of the economy, I personally don't like the government response. It doesn't seem. Ọmọ Yorùbá wá sọ pé even if it's just because of this shit old government, ó yẹ ká ti máa bọ́ sí títì ká ti máa bínú. Wọ́n ní Koiki ń tì wọ́n sínú ẹnu kú.
En temas de economía, la respuesta del gobierno, personalmente a mí no me gusta.
Èèyàn mélòó ló ń fáwọn eléyìí lówó nísìnyí? Wọ́n ń jáde láti wá béèrè fẹ́tọ̀ wọn.
Me parece que está haciendo todo lo posible.
That is it. Doing everything possible to get Spain out of this crisis. It is also true that it is a world crisis.
Para que España vaya saliendo de esta crisis. También es cierto que es una crisis mundial, o sea que entre todos saldremos.
And we will all get out of it together. But above all, this demonstration is more than for the economic issue.
Pero bueno, sobre todo ahora esto es más por el tema más porque el tema económico, yo creo que es más por tema.
It is for democracy, for the integrity of our country.
De nuestra democracia.
Ṣé kò tí tó kí gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà bọ́ sí títì? Wọ́n ní nígbà tí EndSARS ti ṣẹlẹ̀ Koiki má jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn jáde, gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì máa pa gbogbo wọn ní òun ní. Tá a bá ń sọ yẹn, we will not leave this contraction. A máa gbé tó yẹn wá sílẹ̀ ní 1 o'clock because mo ní láti tún jáde as usual. I have to be on the road in the next. Tí bá dẹ̀ ti jáde as usual, I continue with my broadcast for the day. So many of you, so that you can understand what is going on. So we only have half an hour before I end this program. Once again, Buhari, according to the headline, I have not disappointed you. And he's right. He has not disappointed us.
For the next 3 minutes.
Our brothers who are from the Biafra.
These fools you call on,
as you can see,
these monkeys you call weak. These idiots you call them, forgive me for using these bad names. All these old baboons that are, you call your politicians and so on, they have not said anything against that.
It's the same problem that we are facing with our politicians. The Igbo people are doing it. They are facing the same thing, the Biafrans.
Every day by day, none of them. He that Dokubo is there running her mouth, telling you how to get your BBC. That
Woto.
BBC. Everything is about me, I. What they are going to benefit, you don't even know.
You see, the same problem that the Yoruba are facing, I will not face the same thing. God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. God bless all the freedom fighters. God bless all our Biafra brothers here. God will be with those Biafrans that the Fulani is holding into different prisons across Nigeria today.
See anybody will get anything from this election, from this so-called, what do you call it, democracy or the most stupid. I've never seen anybody will benefit anything unless the person steal, unless the person thief.
You see? It's the same thing that we are saying on our own platform.
Nigeria, where the righteous will always remain righteous poor.
You hear that?
Where the criminals will always remain criminal.
Is it not the same thing? Tell me now, man. So, you hear that? So we are all in this situation. We are all in this crisis.
And we find it difficult to go through common secondary school.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
We find ourselves in deserts, Atlantic oceans, and we die there.
Did you hear that? We all find ourselves in Atlantic Ocean for those that are traveling through Libya.
You are willingly coming out to vote.
Did you hear that?
Putting destruction there depends.
Are you hearing my brother from the Biafra that are speaking? This is a live transmission to Hey, Koiki, we don't want to have anything to do with Biafra. Biafra are going to vote for Peter. No, not Biafra. It is those that are thinking that Peter Obi will be the president. Peter Obi is wasting his time. And this is what we are saying to our people. Woto Pro Max. Between us and Biafra, we shut down the Nigeria, and the Fulani cannot defeat every one of us.
If they do your own, they do am your own. If not the one you need support of anybody, bring and come. That person don't help you. Tell another person. Everybody must do something for Biafra to come.
Everybody must do something for Yoruba nation to come.
This is it. It's either you take the freedom now, either you take it by force now, or they will take the freedom from you. And if they take this freedom away,
are you listening, Yoruba people? Are they not fighting for the same freedom?
Listen, even if they give you political posts, what are you going to do with it? Say the people now.
Woto Pro Max, mad people all over the place.
Only personal.
Well done, my Biafra brother. I said, Peter Obi non salibi by listening. These are one of the autopilot media fighting. And if you go and listen to our, I was actually listening. This is one of my own videos, so I'm sure you've watched it before. I think I was actually going to watch one this morning from Simon Ekpa, you know. And so people, and Nigeria is not a country. And Nigeria is going to work. It's going to work. Simon Ekpa non so anybody there.
Yes, sir. So
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Very much. Yeah. So I encourage all Biafrans. Let everybody forge head together. Fear is.
Tajudeen Wasiu Mokin, Ismaila Jadi, Subaru Mokin.
And take our destiny. This is the lifetime. 2023, there is no election.
Did you hear that? Is it not the same thing that Kama just saw? Koikia, Burokoni brain, Koikia, oh, I love Darapoma, Biafra, and we go to Jepe, traitor, Niwon, and when Yoruba go traitor. Your family has been traitor for a very long time. So don't come and tell us all this. We understand the history, but we are fighting a common enemy. Everybody will run their own separate government. And I'm not sure, even if they want to come and invade us, we will then fight the Biafra. The worst case scenario is if we believe that we are a threat, they are going to be a threat for us, we will defend our life and we'll still fight them. But for now, they are not a threat. Our threat is the Fulani Janja weed that is killing every one of us, taking our resources to help Western power.
Welcome to the late night broadcast.
Cherry, working day and night, Simon Ekpa, all the autopilot. Hey, Koiki, don't have anything to do with Biafra. You know that they are the one killing people in the south. No, they are not the one killing. It is the same politicians that are killing people in the southeast. So don't come and tell us is the Biafra that is killing and is burning the INEC offices. No, they are the same politician. The ESN is only in the forest giving woto to the Fulani terrorists that is trying to kill their people. Let's listen a little bit more.
There was some politicians, Peter and Kura, that was asking Moses, where are we going? Where are we going? They want to remain in Egypt. Why the children of God are suffering in Egypt? So I'm telling you, all this backing and all these men that you see in Biafra land and
Bridget Agboma Mokini Olakunle, my brother. Woto is what the government needs, and I'll be giving you a lot of that to prepare your mind. Don't worry about being scared. We are all gonna die anyway, so it doesn't matter. But our Kolamaku is our enemy that will die. And they will all die and perish with Nigeria.
Hello,
this is sit at home. That's what's going on. So let's continue to appreciate the only spokesman of Biafra. Don't let anybody fool you and say there is some people that is spokesman first. The only spokesperson for Biafra is Mazi Simon Ekpa. If you like, report him every day. Even I'm told that Onaize, all these bastard Arubo people that should have been stoned to death long time ago, like some of our own Aperi, is putting a bounty on Simon Ekpa head for $50,000. Can you imagine that? Were people all over the place. Were evil Onaize is putting $50,000 on this guy's head, the one that wants to save the lives of the Biafra people, after they're thinking that by kidnapping, rendition in Nnamdi Kanu, that will be the end of Biafra. Trying to now use Peter Obi, the stooge of the British Empire, to want to destroy the movement of Biafra. Peter Obi was one time supporting Biafra. Olori Buruku somebody. He will never be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And all you idiotic Biafra that have left that movement to go and support Peter Obi, you will all cry for what you have done against the holy man, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Just as a lot of Yoruba people are doing presently against Dr. Oloye Sunday Igboho. You will all cry. You will regret it in your life. For people that have sacrificed their life, I keep telling you, and I'll say it again today, the only two people that are being scared that the government is concerned about is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Dr. Oloye Sunday Igboho. And those two people, we will continue to give them our loyalty. If my loyalty is not happy that I'm giving it to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Igboho, go and die. Go and die. You better go into any of the bridges and die. Because as you can see, Buhari is going anyway. It does not matter. My loyalty remains every day, non-shaking for Dr. Sunday Igboho. So I was satisfied. That is your own cup of tea. Hello, Kwala Iba Asheli Kiakia. Àti ma gbé wálẹ̀. Ṣé fẹ́ dá sórí ètò ni? Hello sir. Ẹ ti wà lórí ẹ̀ bàbá mi. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sir. ẹ káàsán sà. Ọjọ́ kan pẹ̀lú sà. Èmi ni ẹ sà. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè dádì. Àmì Elédùmarè. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ẹ ṣé gan. Ivory Coast kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín lọ́hùn. Ẹgbọ́n sókè sà. À ń gbọ́ yín dádì. Àmì Jésù Kristi. Inshallah, ẹ ṣé gan ni. Àmì.
The final thing that can say before go to celebration, final that can say pé kí ẹ wọ́n lè bá ṣe rí àtàwọn Biafra àtàwọn Yorùbá nation. Táwọn àjọ kẹ̀kẹ́ gbogbo jáde nígbà kẹrin at the same time.
Oda. Mayo was special side to Yoruba. Oye mi. Okay. What ẹ ti lé France lọ? Àwọn Burkina Faso kọ́ ló lé France lọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Ó ti dá, no problem. Ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá mi láti Ivory Coast. Ẹ ṣé gan ni sà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ìlú burúkú ní Nàìjíríà wọn níjà lọ. Nicholas, I love you so much. Thank you so much. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. No problem. No problem. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. And it's our right là ń jà fún. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá mi. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Thank you so much. Mo nífẹ̀ẹ́ gbogbo yín. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Mo máa nífẹ̀ẹ́ gbogbo yín tẹ́ wà ní African countries tẹ́ ń gbìyànjú. Pastor Joseph mo kí yín dáadáa. Kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, mad people all over the place. Ìyá mi ti ní kí n máa ṣépè fún ọmọ bọ̀. Mad people yẹn ìyàn lè kúrò nínú program wa. They are mad people. Don't let anybody fool you. United Nations crisis nìkan ló máa ń dá sí. Okay? Kò sẹ́ni kankan tó máa fún wa nílùú. But yes, lótìtọ́ mo máa sọ pé different elephant la máa fi pa anywhere láti lè pa ìjọ ikú erin ọ̀bẹ oríṣiríṣi mo rò pé mo ṣe dáadáa this time ìyàwó mi gbogbo wa ló máa ń sọ pé báwo ló ṣe sọ Yorùbá bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n ní ìjọ ikú erin oríṣiríṣi ọ̀bẹ la máa ń lò but àwọn kan fẹ́ lo ọ̀bẹ kan débi pé tá a bá ti bọ Nàìjíríà ó tún máa dìde padà àwọn ò nígbà fún yín irọ́ lẹ pa nígbà fún yín because ọ̀bẹ táwa fẹ́ tì bọ Nàìjíríà ọ̀bẹ tó gbọdọ̀ jẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà tún gbérí mọ́ but àwọn kan ní ẹjẹ́ a máa tì bọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ o ẹjẹ́ a máa tì bọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ o gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tẹ́ bá listen sí nonsense yẹn thank you so much Maxwell please pin the number to call the number is it's not showing on the screen that's why my number is always on the screen but because of I'm using the back end and I don't even know the number of it myself but let me quickly just always save my number. That's the number there. You can see right there. Save the number, the one up there with the blue icon, +44. But I'm almost ending my program because I need to go and do some other things. And when I'm on the street, I show you the views of London. You don't do any hobby. You want to be in London like me as well. Wà á kọ́kọ́ lọ gba visa. Wà á wá ṣe 24 years like me. Nínú 24 years yẹn, 14 years ló máa fi dúró fún British kankan níwò. You think I'm happy that I'm here after 24 years? No, I'm not. I should be in Nigeria as a big man, but we cannot go to Nigeria because we don't have a country. Okay? We don't have a country. So if you Mori Yato bí mi lọ́mọ, ṣọ́ọ̀tì wọlé ni. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò ẹ̀ka sàn ìyá lálùbáríkà. You think we are all happy to be sitting here, doing the job that we are doing. We are happy. Yes, we are happy in the extent, but we are not pleased that our people are suffering in that shit-hole country. Shit-hole country. Shit-hole, Soldier, the Nigerian soldier, they will only be doing shakara on Nigerians, but they cannot do shakara on anybody. All they do is shakara. Burkina Faso order French troops to leave the country with immediate effect. Leave our country. We can manage ourselves. The Russians have been working very hard with Burkina Faso. There's about 2,000 special force of Russian. It's somewhere in Africa. Some of them are in Burkina Faso. 5 countries that are controlling the Security Council. 4 of them might not allow us to go. But if we can get one that will back us, but they will not back us until Tawa no ba shipa. We need to go out there in massive protest. We are not asking you for violence, but protest can bring anything into any conversation when you are out there on the street. But don't expect me to sit here and tell you everything as if we are writing a movie script. Protest, anything can happen inside protest. It does not matter. Any damn thing can happen inside the protest. We shut it down. Millions of us. Hey, I have told you, not on this platform again. If you like, you go and do whatever you have to do to get to wherever you have to do when the time comes. If not, block your own highway. Block your highway. On this platform, we are not giving any money for any transportation. I'm sorry. On our own platform, no more transportation fee for anybody. Block that highway. Don't even go to Lagos. Block Ibadan highway. Block Guru Maraji. Put street there. Put fire there. Bonfire. Do everything you have to do. It is allowed under international law. That is not a crime. Okay? So don't expect Koikimedia to come and give anybody money again. No, don't go to Lagos anymore. Block the highway in Kogi State. Block the highway in your own community. Don't go to Lagos, because going to Lagos is costing us a lot of money. And if those in Lagos does not want to be part of the movement, they will suffer. Emma sunkún ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yẹn. Ẹ sunkún ẹni rẹ́ni tó máa gbà yín. Ẹ sunkún ẹ fi pé tí any of this criminal bá wọlé. Ẹ sunkún báyìí. If you can get out of Nigeria now, get the hell out of that shithole country. Wherever you can find yourself. But for those that cannot go anywhere, prepare for whatever. But we know that Eledumare, the God of the Yoruba, whether it is the Jesus Christ, whether it's the Muhammad, he will protect us. They will never, never take our land. We will fight to the last man standing. If you think that this guy will run away from this movement, you are in a different country entirely. I will be your last man standing. I will give you the vibe that will make your spirit wake up and you will move like Shango. Evil politicians destroy the economy of Nigeria. And everybody say Baba, say Buhari, say Baba, say Buhari. Evil monster politicians. Wicked. Ever have no to background. I have to end this program at 1 o'clock. I am your last man standing. Koikimedia. Hey, Tim Okokon. Woto Pro Max. Láwa lórí ẹni sìn. Àti wà lórí M1. Tó bá yẹ ló yẹ. Ẹgbọ́n sókè.
Hello bàbá.
Mo ń gbọ́ yín.
Ẹ̀ka sọ àgbé ètò.
Ètò nìyẹn bàbá mi.
Ojúlógún kọ́ńbò jí oòrùn.
Òrùn bọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Òrùn gidi ń bọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ti wà láàrin méjì ojú wa ò lè gbà
bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Gbogbo ọdọ́ sì ń jagboro kiri yìí, ọ sì ń padà bọ̀ fúnra ara wọn. Ẹ fi wọ́n lẹ̀. Ojú wa ò kò lè gbà ní. Tó bá yẹ pé kò yẹ kójú wálé pẹ̀lú kí òkú wá fi wọ́n lẹ̀.
Bó ṣe rí nìyẹn, bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Wàláì. Torí ibi tí wọ́n ló pè ìyá ẹ̀ máa báyọ̀ sí wọn, kó ní ìyá ẹ̀ máa báyọ̀ sí wọn. Ibi tí wọ́n lérò ni ìyá ẹ̀ ti máa yọ sí wọn. Tí kún yẹn máa wọlé tá máa pa wọ́n lójijì báyìí. Kódà á pọba, á pàjùlòyè, á pa olórí ìlú. Ṣùgbọ́n ojú àwọn ò lè gbà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Láwọn táyé pé àwọn àdúró lórí pé Yorùbá nation àfẹ́ tó ẹ̀ kó ojú wa lè gbà ní. Káwọn ra fọwọ́lé náà ká máa wò wọ́n. Káwọn tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ láàárín oṣù kan sásìkò táwa yìí sí. Ẹ rí i wípé ijó tí wọ́n kọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀tí wọn ò jò lọ́sìn parapọ̀ wá jó.
Wọ́n máa jó. Ẹ máa jó tàlàzó gan lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Níbi tí Nàìjíríà ń lọ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Nàìjíríà.
Wọ́n rí àwọn tí oníranù báyìí. Àwa oníranù yìí, àwọn náà máa padà yọ wọn tí ìṣòro yẹn bá dé.
Wàláì ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, wàláì tàláì, mo sọ fún yín pé bọ̀bọ̀ tó gbé mi láàárọ̀ níbi tí mo ti lọ ra omi ẹ̀ sì wà níbí báyìí. Mo wá ń bí pé èlò ni èèyàn máa ń, mo ní èlò ló make tó bá Uber tó ń drive. Ó ní òun máa ń ṣe iṣẹ́ tó máa make it £250 every blessed day. Ó máa yẹ expensive. Ó ní òun make at least £2,000 ní a week. So tí bá jókòó sí bíbá ìfẹ́ tèmi ní síran Yorùbá lèmi ṣe. Mo lè lọ èmi náà lè máa pawó bí àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ti ń pawó gbogbo ẹni gbawó. But èmi nífẹ̀ẹ́ Yorùbá. Mo dẹ̀ sọ fún yín pé mo ti serve British government for 50. Mo ti ṣiṣẹ́ bíi kúrú. Bọ̀bọ̀ tó gbé mi láàárọ̀ yìí. Ó ní kí try kí n lọ gba Uber license mi. Ó ní gbogbo process yẹn ó máa take 9 months because mo ní tẹ́lẹ̀ but nítorí pé mo ṣe Uber mọ́ láti bí 3-4 years nísìn. Ó wá ní tí bá máa ṣe nísìn o. Ó ní òun fúnra òun ó make £2,000 every week. Ó máa sanwó mọ́tò tó rẹ́ǹtò but at least ó ní life. Ìdáhùn sọ pé èèyàn ọmọ Yorùbá nìyẹn. We want you to have a better life. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ lọ máa dúró síwájú ilé politician kẹ́ máa gba tọ́rọ́kọ́bọ̀ lójoojúmọ́.
Ṣé kò yé wọn ní wàláì lójú wọn rí àwọn bí oníranì. Èmi tó ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí bísínẹ́sì mẹ́ta ni mò ń ṣe nílùú yìí. Tó jẹ́ bísínẹ́sì tèmi fún ara mi. Mo ní iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ méjì pẹ̀lú iṣẹ́ 5. Pẹ̀lú àmọ́ bí nǹkan ṣe rí. Ìfẹ́ tá a ní sílùú yìí àti àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn náà wọ́n dára jẹ bí ni mi ṣe fi gbogbo tẹ̀mí tara sọ́pọ̀tì Yorùbá yẹn ṣọ̀pọ̀ ṣe fún tèmi. Tó bá yẹ pé tèmi ni èmi ti kọjá mo ti lò làjì nínú láìfù mi. Mo ti lò làjì nínú láìfù mi. Ọ̀tọ̀ àwọn ọmọ tó kù yẹn. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn ló yẹ kí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ tó kù.
Àwọn kí a kíní kan wọ́n rí yẹn ro. Kí la máa jẹ kí la fi jẹ mo kódà búrẹ́dì tí mo jẹ àti kọ́fì tí mo mú nísì tí bá tún fẹ́ jẹ nǹkan kan mi báyìí wàhálà mo fi dá síra mi lọ́rùn ni wàhálà ni.
Ẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣàlàyé ọkọ̀ fún yín ẹ̀jẹ̀ láti gbòmí lánàá Ọlọ́run olóṣèlú wá ṣe mítìnì.
Mítìnì yóò wọ. Owó náà ni £250. Can you imagine?
Àwọn kan gba £300.
Wicked politician. Wicked politician Nigeria ló wicked. Very wicked.
Ṣé rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ mi jẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ wọn leader sí wa yẹn àtàkàtà títí kan wọn fa wa ẹ̀mí ò bẹ́ẹ̀ lè bọ́ di o.
Wíwá káàbà bá ti dárúkọ wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọ̀dọ̀ bá ti dárúkọ wọn.
Tó ẹ bá lè fọwọ́ dẹ́nu ká máa wò ni fúnra wọn mọ́ṣẹ̀ ń bọ̀ wá bẹ́ẹ̀. Tí ó pẹ̀ mọ́ tó máa gbé sí ẹ̀sà ìpè torí Ọlọ́run àmọ̀ bó ṣe máa yẹ wá ràn wá lọ́wọ́.
Àní wọ́n ní wá lára. Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tẹ̀lé àwọn tó wà l'Amẹ́ríkà yẹn ẹ̀yin lẹ kúkú ìjọ lèmi ti sáyẹn ìjọ tí mo ti sáyẹn mọ́tò lọ sílé wọ̀ bí 5-6 years ago ká tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ nọ́ọ̀ṣọ̀ rárá bí sẹ́ èmi ò sáyẹn mọ́tò lọ́lé mọ́ because kò sí bó ṣe fẹ́ sáyẹn mọ́tò yẹn lọ́lé tó bá kóòtù price kan fún ẹ nísìn tó bá máa fi gbé mọ́tò yẹn dé Nàìjíríà price mi lọ́ máa kóòtù fún ẹ because kò ní standard fixed price nílùú ìnísìn tó bá fẹ́ gbé container bí 20 foot ni o ti mọ̀ pé 1,250 ni. Yàtọ̀ sí owó tó máa ná fún tó máa fi gbé láti ibi tẹ́ tí ń lòdì mọ́tò yẹn but ní Nàìjíríà kò sí fixed nothing is fixed price.
Mo yẹ tàbí àmì ìmútọ́jìlá conversion engineer ni mí mo náà yàn lọ́dọ̀ yẹn ẹgbẹ́ tó máa ń sẹ́yìn tí mọ́tò nígbà tí ṣe sí dá mo yẹ tàbí clear container sí ẹ máa gba jíjù ní 7 million ni.
Gbogbo àwọn tó ń send the business wá sílé nobody can send the proper car wá sílé money sí tóun pé fi ṣe business. Nigeria is not working. Ìyẹn làwọn èèyàn ṣe máa ń dọ́gbọ́n lọ́tún lọ́ máa ń kó nǹkan mí mọ́ àwọn kọ̀ǹténà yẹn kò dẹ̀ jẹ́ kẹ́ kó kọ̀ọ̀kan ju pé normally ó yẹ kí n lè load 40 foot container kí n dẹ̀ rí return owó mi lórí ẹ̀ o lè load 40 foot container láti UK nísìn gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ support tẹ́ dákẹ́ ẹ̀yin Nigerians ẹ wà ní UK ẹ jẹ́ mo yóò yà ni mo sọ gbogbo àjọ wà nílùú yìí ẹ jẹ́ mo yóò yà ẹ sì máa ṣépè fún Tinubu ẹ máa ṣépè fún Àtìkù ẹ máa ṣépè fún Peter Obi níbi tá à ń bá lọ yìí ẹkọ́nọ́mì yẹn ó máa di wàhálà sẹ́yìn gan-an ẹlòmíì gbèsè tó jẹ́ ní UK ò ní lè rí san mọ́ ẹ túbọ̀ máa sọ pé lọ́la wà ń pa gbogbo àjọ wà nílùú yìí èmi ò tíyàn kúkú kúrò nílùú yìí.
ṣẹ́rí táwọn tó máa wá support yẹn ẹ kún náà máa wá bí support kò ní jẹ́rìí.
à ń sọ fún yín pé ìlú ò work ṣé rọ́ọ̀nì mò ń pa pé ìlú work ni tí Nàìjíríà bá work ṣé màá sọ pé ó work ni ṣé gbogbo àwọn ọmọ pé Nàìjíríà ń work in the 70s títí di the 80s tó jẹ́ pé ẹnu ọ̀nà ló ti máa gba visa wọ UK ẹnu ọ̀nà mọ́mísì tèmi gbà ní bó ṣe kọ́ sọ fún mi mọ́mísì tèmi gba visa lẹ́nu ọ̀nà.
ẹ fi wọ́n lẹ̀
ẹ ṣe gan ẹ̀gbọ́n mi thank you so much inshallah wa qudratillah àmín mo á kí gbogbo mọ́ṣáláṣí tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ́ ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àdúrà Nàìjíríà kọ́ ló kàn mọ́ nísìn ẹ fàdúrà Nàìjíríà sílẹ̀ láti gbàdúrà Nàìjíríà ẹ gbàdúrà pé kọ́lọ́wọ́n ọba ó ṣe ntí ó máa dá wàhálà sí wọn lọ́rùn lótìtọ́ kò ṣe pé mo fẹ́ pé ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí bá gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì jà no but ntí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì máa fi bára wọn jà tó máa fi jẹ́ kó easy fáwa òun ni ká ẹ máa gbàdúrà pray for one Nigeria kí ló jẹ́ pray for one Nigeria anywhere tẹ bá jókòó tó bá ń ṣe àdúrà Nàìjíríà ìwọ ọgbọ́n ti compromise gbogbo ẹni mo fi sọ ọ sì ṣàdúrà wọn ẹ challenge wọn Nàìjíríà wo gbogbo ìtẹgbẹ́ ní UK tẹ́ lọ sí àsàlátù tẹ́ lọ sí church tẹ́ lọ sí ìṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ náà wà nílùú yòó ṣé wọn Nàìjíríà tẹ́ ń gbàdúrà fún yẹn ṣé bí wọ́n ṣe ń gbàdúrà yẹn ní UK lélẹ̀ ṣé lójoojúmọ́ là ń gbàdúrà ní UK tí bá jáde ní mo ti mọ time ti trend máa dádúgbò mi àfi tí problem bá wà so mo ń calculate time by because mo ní tí ọmọ Oòduà rán mi iṣẹ́ mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ lọ bá jíṣẹ́ mo sọ fún yín pé ọmọ kékeré ti ń paṣu ó ti mẹ́kọ̀ owó kábíyèsí irú láìfò la wá fẹ́ wà báyìí torí Ọlọ́run táwọn sọ fáwọn èèyàn ọ̀dọ́ tẹ̀ pé etí rí fẹ́ di báyìí ọmọ Oòduà ó ti ń paṣu ó ti mẹ́kọ̀ owó ìjẹ́ ìwọ bàbá 40-50 years old ìjẹ́ òun paṣọ ní Nàìjíríà àfi kẹ́ máa wá bẹ ṣe pé scam èèyàn scamming yahoo ṣó mọ̀ pé brain tó ní tó fi ń ṣe yahoo yẹn ó jẹ́ kó máa fi develop apps kó máa paṣu mo máa ń wo bèbí kọ́ra yẹn ṣé kọ́ra ló ń jẹ́ mo tẹ̀ ń wò lánàá ìyàwó mi ní pé èmi ni dáàdì kọ́ra mo ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo like ọmọ yẹn because ó ń go through a lot of problems nísìn but I just love the energy in her. Sherry, opportunity táwa ní níta. We wish that we can give you half of that opportunity ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé. Gbogbo ariwo tá à ń pa lórí social media tó dàbí ìgbà tó yẹ pé yẹ kọ́ra Obidi mo kàn like ọmọ yẹn. Mo wà lórí program ẹ̀ lánàá báyìí tí mo ń wò live tí sàn ṣe gbogbo tó ń ṣe. Bọ̀ nínú ẹ̀ ìwé tó kọ ó máa jáde ní end of this month. Ó ṣe kò ṣe tó bá tàwé kò tí mo price tó fẹ́ tàwé yẹn kódà kó ta ní $10. Ó sì máa paṣu. Òun náà máa rí bí $4 and for every book tó bá tà ní $4 ṣé ní gbogbo kíní ẹ̀lẹ́yìn náà lè ṣe ní Nàìjíríà if the country was working no production nothing is working we just wake up every day and we are expect a miracle ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ fẹ́ máa jí lójoojúmọ́ ẹ fẹ́ jẹ́ kí miracle wá solve problem wa ìrọ̀lẹ́ pa mo á tún kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọba tó jẹ́ pé ọkàn yín fẹ́ Yorùbá nation ní tọkàntọkàn bọ̀ fún ìdí kan àbí ìdí kejì ẹ lè sọ̀rọ̀ síta we understand Elédùmarè á fún yín ní ọgbọ́n àti òye tí ẹ máa fi ṣe tí gbogbo ẹ máa fi dọ́gba ṣó wá rí ìwọ ọba Gaiman ẹ máa ṣayé lọ àwọn onílẹ̀ máa nà yín lẹ́gba tó bá ń sùn báyìí wá máa nà ẹ́ lẹ́gba ẹgba lọ́mọ máa fi nà ẹ́ mo kúkú dárúkọ yín àwọn onílẹ̀ wá nà yín lẹ́gba nítorí pé ìyà tí àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ń jẹ ní how can a Yorùbá person ṣe wà ní Baghdad kí ló ń ṣe ní Baghdad ní Iraq wá gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìlú kábíyèsí Elédùmarè ọlọ́run ọba ọ ìyà máa ń jẹ wá gan ṣá kíyàn máa sọ pé òun wà ní Iraq of all country àtẹ̀sìgbọ́ Morocco àṣìgbọ́ Oman àṣìgbọ́ Iraq and yet they are not well represented by the Nigerian representative there. I pity a lot of you. Ṣẹ́rí èyí tó ń sáré káàkiri pẹ̀lú Tinubu nísìn tó pèrè lọ́mọ Kòròdú yẹn Àbíkẹ́ Dábídì gbogbo wọn ọmọ mi gbogbo wọn lọ́mọ Koiki because a ti pàdé ní Nigerian High Commission so many times but ìjà tèmi ń jà nísìn wọ́n mọ̀ pé mò ń contradict in táwọn fẹ́ ṣe continue to support them máa wò mí nílé báyìí o igbó náà lẹ́kúkú ń fà lójoojúmọ́ ẹjọ́ kò sí gbogbo ilẹ̀ wà ní Muṣí lẹ́wà ní gbogbo joint ẹ̀ ń fagbó ẹ̀ máa fagbó kẹ́ máa destroy ayé ara yín èmi wà ní bíbà torí health yẹn ìjọ kan pam àtàtà wà kọ́ kú dànù ní pram ó ti lọ nìyẹn because kò sí health care kò sí kankan kẹ́ máa fagbó kẹ́ máa yàgbẹ́ kẹ́ máa fagbó kẹ́ jí làárọ̀ kẹ́ máa ṣe ọmọ agbèrò àwa la wà níbẹ̀ kí ló ń ṣe ọmọ yẹn èmi ò bú yín o but life for you would have been better if the system was working. Ẹ sì lè pawó náà tó jẹ́ pé ẹ máa ní important ẹ máa wà relevant ní àgbáyé ẹ máa travel gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá pẹ̀lú passport tó dá lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín nísìn Nàìjíríà gbogbo ẹ̀yin agbèrò yẹn nísìn ní passport ẹ nígbò wọ́n ti politician ti báyé yín jẹ́ ẹ wá ń sọ pé àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá nation àmọ́ tá à ń sọ èmi tí mo wà ní UK for the last 24 years mo mọ tí mo sọ àbí ok mo ti gbọ́ bí èmi ni mo mọ tí mo sọ bóyá wọ̀ náà mo tó ń sọ ọjọ́ náà súnmọ́ bọ̀ but ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ń lé ẹ jẹ́ mo yóò yà as the economy of Nigeria continue to crash and ìrìnjù báyẹn lọ lórí ètò ti tèmi mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá àṣeyọrí la máa ṣe lágbára Jésù Kristi èmi ò ní jókòó sí bíbáyìí kí n máa bú àwọn wòlíì Ọlọ́run ìbú àwọn àlùfáà èmi ò ní ṣe yẹn but ṣẹrẹ yìí wòlíì tẹ́ ń parọ́ fáwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà tẹ́ ń ní pé kọ́ wá máa mọmi àdúrà nìkan ìrọ̀lẹ́ pa ìyẹn mo ṣe láìkì ọba Solomon ẹ rò pé ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀dẹ̀ ni bàbá yẹn sọ ọ̀rọ̀ títọ́ ló ń sọ you can pray but ó gbọ́dọ̀ lọ síbi iṣẹ́ tó bá wá lọ síbi iṣẹ́ bóyá o sick ó rẹ̀ díẹ̀ gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì láti tọ́jú ẹ ó ti di responsibility ìjọba pé kó tọ́jú ẹ but today nobody is going to look after you kọ́lọ̀ foríkẹ́ kó fọrùnkẹ́ ìyàwó tó tan láìsí níjọ́ Sunday Ọlọ́run bá ń dúró tí àwọn ọmọ wọn Ọlọ́run dúró ti àwa tó kù náà tó fi sílẹ̀ Ọlọ́run bá ń dúró ti gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátá àtẹni tó support ti Yorùbá nation àtẹni tó support ẹ máa campaign fún Tinubu ẹ máa campaign fún Peter Obi ẹ máa campaign fún ṣẹgbọ́ ìyàwó àbíbá ni wọ́n ní with plenty there for Baghdad kábíyèsí Elédùmarè Baghdad Ọlọ́run bá ń fiṣọ́ ẹ̀ṣọ́ yín o ẹ máa ṣọ́ra níbẹ̀ yẹn o àwọn Arab wọ́n burú bí ṣọ̀pọ̀nà Arab mo ti bá kan ní wọn ṣiṣẹ́ ní bíbá Tom ni máa ń pè ọmọ Nàìjíríà ni tó bá ń bínú báyìí ó lè fọ laptop máa má béèrè pé pọ̀pọ̀ ìṣe sùúrù èmi ẹ̀mọ̀ kí èmi ní license láti drive òun ní license ọ̀tẹ̀ kò ní bolo ti fẹ́ ní license ó máa ń bọ́ lọ́pàá jà ní a máa wá lọ sọ́jà kan ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mọ ọjà yẹn wà ní Vauxhall mo sọ fún yín pé mo ti káàkiri nílùú yìí Vauxhall market àwọn tó bá ń gbé ní UK especially àwọn tó ń gbé ní South East Vauxhall market every Sunday tá a bá wá débẹ̀ ó máa ń bínú ní gbogbo gbà á ní àwọn obìnrin ló ń ṣe kinní kan wọ́n máa tá bá ti bẹ̀ ó lè fọ laptop mọ́lẹ̀ tó bá wá fọ mọ́lẹ̀ ojú àwa dá màá máa béèrè pé ṣó make sense nísìn laptop ẹ kájọ pa owó lé lórí ó ti bàjẹ́ nísìn á ní kí n má wọrí òun tún máa lọ bú sínú inú ọjà yẹn kẹrẹ báyìí oríṣiríṣi nǹkan ló máa ń tà so tó bá tètè dé láàárọ̀ ìwọ náà lọ hustle o lè rí laptop kan laptop yìí dá o lè rí phone wàá fi ṣọ́ra ajé ìwọ náà bí ṣe ń make owó náà nìyẹn gbà yẹn 10 years ni mo fi ń ṣe ọjà yẹn nínú òtútù kò sí kílé kàn mí pẹ̀lú òtútù tí mo ti dira gidi tí mo ti òtútù kẹ̀ ìṣẹ́ ló ń pààyàn iṣẹ́ ò kì í pààyàn ẹ̀yin nísìn àti ìṣẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ń pa yín ní Nàìjíríà because ẹ̀ ríṣẹ́ ṣe everybody wá di tọ́gì politician tó yẹ kó jẹ́ kó wà relevant tí bá jáde lórí train nísìn kódà mo lè rí politician mi kí n má dámọ̀ kí ní kàn mí pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ àfi tí bá dámọ̀ dáadáa once again mo kí ìyàwó Alára Ọlábọ̀dé Baghdad mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá o Dennis mo kí ẹ ń bẹ̀ àwọn kan tó wà ní abroad ìyà ń jẹ wá níta ṣé dáwà táwa ní UK America ẹ jẹ́ ká máa dúpẹ́ Canada ẹ jẹ́ á dúpẹ́ àwọn kan wà láwọn ìlú kan bíi Georgia wọn ò lè ṣiṣẹ́ nígbà tó bá rí ní ìwé ẹ báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ jáde lọ ṣiṣẹ́ kọ́ máa lọ deport ẹ lọ́lé ó dẹ̀ lè lọ́lé because ilé ò gbádùn kò sílé àwọn tó wà ní UAE ọlọ́ọ̀bá ń dúró tì yìí ó dà pé wọ́n tẹ̀ ní pé wọ́n ti relax visa kìíní níbẹ̀ immigration kò easy immigration kò easy tá bá gba nation wa tán no immigration wa gbọ́dọ̀ tight kò tẹ́ ń ṣe irú ìyà tí British pay mi jẹ for 14 years immigration kò easy rárá because ẹni tó wà lamẹ́ríkà ó sì lè rí ẹmọ̀ ká má fi gbogbo ẹnu sọ̀rọ̀ ó sì lè rí German but ṣé ẹni tó wà ní Georgia báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ rí German níbi tí kò tẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń sọ English ẹni tó wà ní UK tó bá níwèé tó bá ṣàtìmọ̀ tó bá ti commit crime o because àwọn kan wà nílùú yìí gbẹgbẹgbẹgbẹgbẹgbẹ criminal tó ń bá bọ̀ láti Nàìjíríà tó bá ti wọ UK báyìí wọ́n di criminal kan lẹ̀ nìyẹn criminal wọ́n wò mí báyìí 24 years lèmi lò nílùú yìí mo mọ̀ pé a ní lóòótọ́ but a tọwọ́ bọ ṣọ̀bọ̀lù Nigerians China another ṣẹ́rí àwọn òlú burúkú yẹn I pity a lot of Yoruba people Chinese wá overrun yín ní Ogun State ọmọ China tẹ kó fún tó bá lè fún ní ìgbà tí kò wá oúnjẹ tó dáa kò ná ní nǹkan kó wọnú gbó lọ China very wicked people in that country China mo èèyàn méjì tó súnmọ́ mi pẹ́kípẹ́kí ló ti lọ sí China yẹn rí bó ṣe dá ọmọ náà rí yẹn China àwọn tó wà ní Indian kábíyèsí elédùn àwọn òlú kan wà yẹn mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọmọ sí tèmi ṣápọ́ ní exposure tó dáa wàláì because bí èmi náà bá ti wà ní bí Indian àbí kí wà ẹ má bí náà ìtẹ́ wà níbẹ̀ ó ṣe pé mo fi mọ́ sí tèmi mọ́bi tó dáa ó yá sá padà wá ní 1991 wá sí UK ó ti wá sí UK láti 1970 ló ti wá sí UK tó dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé English speaking country ní bíbà àwọn òlú jágbajàgba àwọn òlú kan wà débi pé racism tó wà níbẹ̀ wọ́n lè dẹ̀mí gbóná lé lórí tó bá tún lọ bá gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì wọn bá wọ́n lè dìpọ́tẹ̀ àwọn òlú kan wà tó bá mú passport Nàìjíríà fún wọn wọ́n máa fà á ya bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn sọ ní Libya bọ̀bọ̀ fídíò kan ta wò there are some countries that are so wicked to African people and the same country is telling you if you tó bá jẹ́ pé orí ò pé that same country sọ fún wa pé keep on Nigeria Germany bó ṣe da tó yẹn wọ́n wicked burúkú racism tó wà láwọn ìlú yẹn e get as e be but because a lot of you do not understand what we are saying ẹ̀gbọ́n mi àti fẹ́ máa lọ yáyáyáyá mo ti fẹ́ parí ètò yẹn mo lè fi gba fọ́ọ̀mù yá ẹ bá mi gbé ẹgbọ́n sókè kíákíá. ẹ káàsán ètò nìyẹn ó ti di dandan by fire by force project ni.
ẹ̀bà amadébẹ̀ wọ́n ń parọ́ ni ojú kọ́kọ́ kí gbàgbà bàbá wa sí ẹ̀sẹ̀ wọ́n ní kò kí ń bọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n ta àwọn lọ́wọ́ ni ètò sì ń lọ lágbára Ọlọ́run fún àkọlọ́dọ̀ ilé àwọn nínú ètò kò sí pẹ́pẹ́ ẹni bọ̀dì travel lọ bí kàmọ́ ó pọ̀ náà.
ọwọ́ gbogbo nígbà tó bu ọkọ̀ aládùúgbò ẹ̀ àmàna 80,000 naira wọ́n fẹ́ gba bọ́ọ̀sì 18 coach kìtẹ̀ 80,000 sísí ẹgbẹ́ láti náwó bẹ́ẹ̀ ó bẹ́tà ká fún yín lówó yẹn kẹ́ fi ṣe nǹkan mí fúnra yín sínú state yẹn kẹ́ fi ṣiṣẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ kẹ́ ṣe ó yẹ yín ká wá fi gbogbo ẹnu sọ̀rọ̀ máa fún yàn kan 80,000 kí ni èmi ò fún yàn kan lówó kankan máa lórí platform wa kò sọ́ọ̀rì gan. ká bá máa dàrú ká da gbogbo ẹ̀rú tí gbogbo ẹ̀ bá fẹ́ dà kó dàrú ẹni tó bá fẹ́ dẹ́kun kó dẹ́kun. ẹ̀rù àmà fún yàn kan lówó ẹlòmíì kan fi mú pẹpẹ sóòpù ni. bẹ́ẹ̀ni òun mélòó la fẹ́ fún yàn. olúkálukú ká fọ́n síta oúnjẹ pọ̀ ṣèbí Kòròdú rice lọ́sẹ̀ ṣe ní sè ẹ wọnú kó rice bọ́ta kílẹ̀ protest ni ẹ fẹ́ kí n máa fọwọ́ gbọ́nú sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ fẹ́ gbé bó ṣe ń ṣe yín lọ. a ṣeré jàre ẹ̀gbọ́n mi máa bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ tí bá parí ètò èmi wótò promax ẹ ṣe jàre èmi ò fẹ́ máa fi gbogbo ẹnu sè mí ṣẹ́rọ̀ sọ ni mò ń ṣọ́rọ̀ bó ṣe ń ṣọ́rọ̀ sọ ni ọ̀nà ẹbí pa wọ́n ebi ọlọ́pàá ẹ wọnú ráìsì kankan lọ́nà ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní Kòròdú ẹ wọnú ìgbà ẹ̀ka kó ráìsì bọ́ta kẹ da ráìsì síta fáwọn èèyàn fáwọn máa jẹ ráìsì lọ ẹ tún máa ẹ bá wa dáná ráìsì o lójú ogun ká máa dáná ráìsì ká máa dáná ẹ̀bà àmàlà lójú ogun lótìtọ́ àwọn máa jẹun lóòótọ́ but oúnjẹ ta mo sọ pé gbogbo ta need ṣe rí into problem tẹ́ni ni pé ẹ̀ ń fẹ́ ẹni tó máa ṣe breakdown fún yín lójoojúmọ́ èmi ò dẹ̀ lè ṣe ẹ̀nà lèmi fi bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo tẹ need pátá ló ń bẹ nínú Nàìjíríà láti lò everything tẹ need all you need to do is use your intelligence ẹ̀ ń wẹ́ ẹni tó máa jókòó sí bíbà tí wọ́n máa sọ fún yín pé ṣé mo wá ń ṣe kíní ni mò ń ṣe ní bíbà ìbíbà wá dàbí Kúnlé Fọláyan tó ń ṣe Yorùbá movie èmi ò ṣe Kúnlé Fọláyan Yorùbá nation activist media man lèmi wotowoto promax Koiki báwo ẹ imagine ẹ lọ wo Punch newspaper àwọn tó kidnap àwọn ọmọ ìyá méjì wọ́n san 10 million that's about 10,000 pounds kábíyèsí rí no tax no nothing Fúlàní gba 10,000 pounds lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọmọ kan ní àwọn ọmọ ẹ wà lórí Punch newspaper ẹ lọ́ka 10 million lọ́gbà lọ́wọ́ wọn irú àwọn yẹn ní sìta bá ní ẹ kó 10 million wá ká fi tọ́jú àgbẹ̀ Koiki fẹ́ kówó jẹ ó ti láìkó owó jù ló ṣe ń pariwo bùsà ẹ pé ẹ̀bẹ̀ fi dáwó kankan ẹ̀ má dà bẹ̀ẹ̀ ṣáà máa fún Koikimedia lówó tiẹ̀ tó máa fi ṣara lóge tí máa jáde nísìn tí bá máa jáde nísìn mo máa lo oyster mi oyster yẹn nísìn tí bá fẹ́ jáde nísìn tí bá tọ̀ tó bá sówó lórí ẹ̀ adùn pàápàá anyhow gbogbo tẹ máa lọ ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi ilé ló wà ìwọ ni kò wá bó ṣe máa gbà jáde anywhere 10 million ni wọ́n ṣe gbà lọ́wọ́ àwọn January 11 lọ kidnap wọn wọ́n ṣe release wọn after paying ìkọ́ntẹ̀ tó sọ fún mi pé ó dà pé wọ́n pè náà lórí program ẹni tó lọ release wọ́n gba owó lọ́wọ́ wọn wọ́n tún wá kidnap àwọn tó lọ gbowó lọ can you imagine somebody that was kidnapped wọ́n lọ fún wọn ní owó wọ́n wá kidnap ẹni tó tún gbowó lọ láti fẹ́ fi gbó this bastard Fulani terrorists are just making money out of our people ìyẹn kan ní àwọn wà nínú igbó àwọn ṣe kíníkan. I am not your governor, okay? Your governor has Akérédolú ó ti kówó fún girlfriend ẹ̀ ẹni tó ń fún ní nǹkan jẹ ìyàwó ẹ̀ pariwo síta pé hey my husband o they give am concussion o they give am ẹ̀mọ̀pọ̀ ọmọ Igbo níyàwó ẹ̀ ó ní wọ́n ti ń gbé kan fún wọ́n ti ń gbẹ́nu ra fún ìyàwó òun o àbọ̀kọ òun o Akérédolú o ó wá sọ nínú the end of that audio go and enjoy your loot ole. They are all criminals and these are people that are meant to be Delta here. I pity a lot of Fáyẹmí ọrùn ẹ̀ bó ṣe kí gẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ǹgẹ̀. They are all criminals. Gbogbo wọn lọ ti ra lẹ́sà abroad. Gbogbo wọn lọ ní foreign passport if you don't know. Èyí tó rí UK passport àti American passport. Wọ́n ti lọ ra Barbados passport. Wọ́n fowó rà. If you have certain amount of dollar, you will get even UK passport. UK àwọn yẹn like owó. UK kò ń ṣe ráwọ̀ àtẹ́wẹ́ pé à ń pàìtẹ̀ pé àtẹ́gbàwé àlọ́bì kankan mọ́ but there are some people if you have certain amount of money the UK will give you indefinite stay. I pity a lot of you but I will be here even after the election if you don't let us do what we need to do right now. Èmi á wà ní bíbá and I will continue the woto promax and if you think that the UK government can no shut up. I'm not fighting for terrorism, okay? I'm fighting for the right to self-determination. Ẹ má dáwọ́ sí anywhere. Go and put money in the central account. We need a lot of money there, okay? Even if you have to give koikimedia, give me half. Put the remaining half in central account. That is the only account that I recognize right now. If I recognize méjèèjì kí ló ṣe padà náà ó padà buwa náà ni àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́. Go and put money in central account. It's trusted and tested. Trusted and tested. Ẹ lọ fowó sí central account www.ysdm.org. Put your money there. It's confirmed by koikimedia. It's confirmed. The other one we don't know anymore. Ẹ fẹ́ bà movement jẹ́ irọ́ lẹ pa. Tẹ́mi sí wà lórí ìjókòó. Màá kojú yín hàn mẹ́bẹ̀ẹ́. But ẹ̀yin kọ́ ni mò ń bá jà. Fúlàní government tó fẹ́ bà tiwa jẹ́ òun lè ní dí pẹ̀lú lọ́wọ́. But ẹ má gbé sàárà yín wá síwájú koikimedia. I have lived in UK for 24 years. I am not those bọ́lẹ̀kájà media that does not even èmi jáde lọ nísìn iṣẹ́ máa ń lo mo lè wọ aṣọ because òtútù wà níta. I am not those bọ́lẹ̀kájà media that sit down in their comfort zone. Okay? I am a proper man that is on the road. And they know, even those that are APC, àwọn jà ní bíbá because tó bá gbá mi lẹ́sẹ̀ máa gbowó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ máa sú ẹ̀ máa gbowó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ẹ má gbé sàárà yín dé ọ̀dọ̀ tèmi o ẹ gbé sàárà yín lọ sí anywhere tẹ́ bá fẹ́ gbé lọ. Ìgbà nation bó ṣe ń gba nation náà ni. Gbé jágbàjàgbà lọ. Ìgbà nation. The people are now excited. Mad people all over the place. Everybody. Mo tẹ̀lé pàwọn diaspora kan nílà káyì. Kábíyèsí Olódùmarè. Mo ṣe realize pé bọ́lẹ̀kájà gan wà nínú diaspora. Bí ẹ máa tún lò yẹn náà nìsín. They are also bọ́lẹ̀kájà diaspora. Gbogbo ẹni mo fi sọ. Kóìkì ni mo jẹ́. Ẹ rò pé tálákà ni mí ni mo sọ fún yín. Bàbá tèmi Òbé sì wà láyé ẹni tó bá mọ Ebenezer Òbé. Kó lọ bèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé ta ló ń jẹ́ Kóìkì Àlájì Ọmọ́táyọ̀ Kóìkì. Mọ̀jídì Ọmọ́táyọ̀ Kóìkì. Ẹ lọ bèrè lọ́wọ́ Ebenezer Òbé. Ó sì wà láyé. Kọ́lọ̀ bá ń lọ́rẹ̀ mi bàbá yẹn. Òbé jẹ́ lára owó bàbá tèmi ni and my father was not a politician. Ẹ fi pé tálákà kan ni mí ni. Bọ́lẹ̀kájà diaspora náà ti wà ó. Bá ṣe ní bọ́lẹ̀kájà media àti ní bọ́lẹ̀kájà diaspora. I thought every one of them were sensitive. Only for now to now. You get as it be. Ẹ jẹ́ gbọ́ yìí don see Ìgbòho ká tó máa lọ jàre. Àbí ká má gbọ́ yẹn ni ìyá mi Rúkàyà. Yes, don't put your money in any nonsense account. Put your money in central account where your money is secure. Mad people all over the place. As we have bọ́lẹ̀kájà media, we have bọ́lẹ̀kájà diaspora. Ẹ jẹ́ gbọ́ yìí don see Ìgbòho jàre. You don see Ìgbòho. Navy blue shirt. Jẹ́ kọ́mọ̀. Jẹ́ kọ́mọ̀. Jẹ́ kọ́mọ̀. Jẹ́ kọ́mọ̀. Jẹ́ kọ́mọ̀. Ìwọ ìjà kan gbẹ jẹ́ kọ́mọ̀ ẹnìkan. You don see Ìgbòho. Owó tí wọ́n ti wà confused. The love is too much. The love is too much. The love is always too much. Jẹ́ kọ́mọ̀. Lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ let's go. Àtẹ̀mẹ́tò sọ́jú yìí. a nílùú jù báyẹn lọ máa ṣe outdoor broadcast mò ń jáde lọ báyìí nísìnyí ẹni wá fẹ́ fún mi lówó ẹ lè fi sí Barclays mi ẹ lè bá ń fi sí PayPal Cash App ọlọ́run bá ń dúró tì í wotowoto Promax lèmi wà lórí ẹ̀ nísìnyí àwọn tó kù lè máa ṣe campaign and awareness nítorí kálukú bá fẹ́ ṣe nìyẹn Koikimedia stand as a media on its own mo sọ fún yín I will be your last man standing have a very good afternoon and bye for now ẹ jà play anthem àká máa lọ kò ní báyìí fún ọmọ Yorùbá nation ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀ bí ló ń pọ́n bòjì I love every one of you bọ́lẹ̀ kájà diaspora lẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ bó ṣe ń ṣe yín lọ ìbílẹ̀ fi máa dẹ́rùbà tí mo sọ fún pé legal immigrant ní mi ní bíbáyìí mo fight fún wẹ̀ ní bíbáyìí ni mo jà fún gidi ni mo lọ court kódà mo lọ sign gan at some time ní London Bridge mo jà fún wẹ̀ yẹn ni mo jà fún gidi ni èmi wá jà fún wẹ̀ mo ní wá jà fún ilẹ̀ Yorùbá orí yín ti gbálẹ̀ ẹ fi paperwork gba Nàìjíríà kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yẹn bàbá mi Kúnlé Ṣítà bàbá yẹn ó lé bánà tí bàbá yẹn tẹ̀ fún wa ní last 2 years kò gba ṣíngbá lọ́wọ́ mi bí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀rọ pé owó kan wà lọ́wọ́ mi olùkà I am not your father gbogbo àjọ ń jà fún Yorùbá nation ni ẹ rò pé bí owó kan wà tẹ máa pe Koiki I need 10,000 ẹ kó jágbàjàgbà lọ gbogbo tẹ ní pátápátá wà nínú Nàìjíríà tẹ́ bá ti mọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa gbà ẹ lọ bá wa gba ìjìnlẹ̀ sílẹ̀ o ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti ní country ẹ bá wa fi diplomacy kẹ́ fi bá wa gba ìjìnlẹ̀ sílẹ̀ o ìjìnlẹ̀ ló wà níbẹ̀ yẹn mo sì béèrè lọ́wọ́ ìyàwó ẹ̀ pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí tìjìnlẹ̀ ó ní kò yé òun mọ́ ká bèsè lédùmarè Ọ̀túnba Adékúnlé kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín clown people all over the place èmi Ọláyọmí Kóìkì tí mo gbé ní UK pẹ̀lú àwọn òyìnbó tó ń tajọ́ ń yàgbẹ́ tí bá mo sọ pé ìgbọ́ òyìnbó ń rún ju kí ló dálẹ̀ lọ èmi nìyẹn kan máa wá kó mọ́ rẹ̀ máa deceive àti ìlọ náà nìyẹn ẹ fi pa elephant ẹ wá fi máa pa díẹ̀díẹ̀ èmi dẹ̀ ní ká pa délẹ̀ èwo ni méjì ẹ̀yin náà ẹgbẹ́ méjèèjì kẹwé ẹ̀ wọ́n ní ẹnu Kóìkì ti dùn jù bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹnu mi dùn iṣẹ́ tí mo kọ́ lélẹ̀ ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ lè bìtẹ̀ mad people all over the place. ẹ jẹ́ àpilẹ̀ àǹtẹ̀ wọn ká máa lọ jàre time ti ń lọ lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ tètè jáde káwọn ọmọ skul tó kọ́ tó bọ́ sójú títì kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín gbogbo ẹ̀yàn wọn Yorùbá nation. Stay blessed 4725 mo kí ẹ̀yin alálùbáríkà yes just the blue shirt alone navy blue shirt èmi náà wọ navy lẹ́nu dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn ìyàwó mi àwọn ìyàwó mélòó lónìí kí ní kan ìpẹ́lẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn girama ní ìyàwó mi gbogbo àwọn girama tó wà ní program àwọn kan tẹ̀ fún wa lówó mọ́ ẹ tọ́jú owó yín ẹ kó jágbájágbá lọ́jàre bá ní ìdòwò mà lọ ṣiṣẹ́. orílẹ̀-èdè tàgbéga ìjáyàjáyà ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tó da lọ́fíìsì mọ̀ tàgbéga tàgbé ìgbàgbọ́ bá ti bẹ̀rù àti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká jọlẹ̀ ìṣọ̀kan ìyẹn náà bẹ́ẹ̀ ká ní ìkà ní kẹjẹ ká máa lè kọ́ tẹ̀síwájú ọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun ọmọ Odùduwà wotowoto bọ̀ sí ipò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀ àwa ni I love you so much. Ìjáyàjáyà. Ohun yẹn nìyẹn. A ṣe wàhálà ìmọ̀ àtẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn àti gbẹ̀dú. Wọ́n máa fi wá rẹ́rìn ní Stratford gbogbo àwọn ìyá yẹn. Ẹlòmíì ní sí family wọn ti kidnap. Ìgbà yẹn bàtà ẹgbà flyer àwọn míì àti máa bèrè pé you kidding what is this for? Ọmọ Yorùbá. Ó ti yé everybody ni. Ẹ send £100 sílé family yẹn á dá padà fún yín pé owó yẹn ò tó. Níbi táwọn bá lọ yìí. Mega rally ṣì ń padà bọ̀. Gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ la máa fẹnu sọ níbí báyìí. Ó kù díẹ̀ ni ẹjá lọ gbọ́ díyà àjò ẹ̀gbọ́n mi dáadáa ó dúró tán mo rántí níjọ́ tí àwọn Lagos State bí a mánéjà díyà òjò ó fẹ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ sí létí pé má lọ kí Yorùbá nation ìyẹn ní kí mo sì bẹ́ẹ̀ gbọ́n yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ ní ìjẹta inú wọn dùn sí gbogbo bí Yorùbá nation ṣe ń lọ nísìnyí pé kí ló dé tó ṣe pé Koiki kí ló dé tó fẹ́ da gbogbo kíní movement mo ní ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ẹ máa wo ti yín a ti kọ́ ẹran mẹ́rò báyìí ká bèsè lédùmarè gbogbo ẹnu sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ agbọ́díyà òjò kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín àtẹ̀rẹ̀ Africa Confidential ó ti ṣiṣẹ́ lọ nìyẹn àwọn yẹn máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ l'Amẹ́ríkà ṣiṣẹ́ káàkiri ni bó kí gbogbo yín o ẹ má gbàgbé mídíà ẹ tọ́jú mídíà ìjáyàjáyà I can love you mo lè love ẹ less pé àwọn èèyàn tó gbójú síta èèyàn kan máa jókòó sórí ìjáyàjáyà gan nígbà kan àtẹ̀mọ́ ojú ẹni tó jẹ́ but later on ó gbójú ẹ̀ jáde pé kí ni ilẹ̀ fi ṣe fóun kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín kò ní bàjẹ́ fún family yín àtìyàwó yín àwọn kan máa jókòó sínú yàrá wọn wọ́n máa make a decision tó wà relevant ní 2023 bọ́lẹ̀ kájà diaspora ẹ kó bó ṣe ń ṣe yín lọ́jà rí ó dàbọ̀. ọ̀gá Fúlàní ló ń jẹ́ Yorùbá nation ní ju gbogbo wa ní. torí wò ríran ẹni bá bínú ọmọdé yẹn mọ́ láìṣẹ̀ láìro ẹ̀ ń bínú ẹ̀ kábíyèsí lẹ́dùnmáà mo kí ìyá mi ṣùgbọ́ngbàlà alájà aira ìyálà àlùbáríkà mo mí dáadáa I love you all so much mo kí ọgbà yìí Muslim Association ẹ̀rọ pátá èyí alásàlátù mo kí yín o àbẹ́ni kankan já o etí ẹ bá ń já lé olúwa díyà àjọ ló ń perí ẹ máa jagun ẹ lọ kò sí nǹkan kan ọ̀gá Fúlàní ló ń jẹ Yorùbá nation ní ẹ̀rí jẹ́ lọ lẹ́nu ó máa ń gbọ́dọ̀ bàjẹ́ torí kò sí ibòmíràn ẹni bá pásítọ̀ mọ́ mo kí dáadáa láìṣẹ̀ láìrò wọ́n ń bínú Ìgbòho kábíyèsí Olódùmarè láìkú ẹ̀ wọ́n ń bínú ẹ̀ ìrọ̀lẹ́ pa jẹ́ kọ́ mọ̀ ẹ̀dá gbọ́n Ìgbòho náà fúnra rẹ̀ ó dá o.
Life is so funny. You come with nothing, then fight for everything, and later leave everything and go back with empty hand. God is powerful.